But where it says 12 months right here, I believe it's just talking about the time period. Meaning it was 10 plus 2 months being 12 months. I don't believe it's saying, oh, there was 12 months in a year. It's just 10 plus the 2 months. Everybody following me here? It's not us saying, oh, we following the Roman calendar. It's just, oh, the 10 plus 2 months. What y'all got? Oh, we. Y'all know, y'all know my heart. Go ahead. That answer your question, no more? Go ahead, because I don't want.
No, it's like I was just gonna say how they say, you know, a child is like 20 months or 48 months.
Exactly.
Like
That's a perfect example. And you know, he got a baby. You know what I mean? I never understood that. Sidebar. I never understood that. We talking about the baby 20 months old. Just say it's a year. It's a lot. Anyone else got any questions? Any questions in the room? Go ahead, Ash.
If I could, can I get a breakdown on Hosea 1, chapter 1, verse 10?
Come on, let me get there with you. Hosea 1 and 10?
Come.
Okay. Go ahead. I don't swear. Take your time.
The book of Hosea, chapter 1, verse 10. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea.
So what's your question here? Are you saying just, you want a general breakdown?
Come. So I'm just trying to see what's this what's this scripture trying to get across? What's the point of it?
This, keep going. I'll show you. Go ahead.
Come. Which cannot be measured nor numbered.
Mm-hmm.
And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living God.
This is our prophecy of us being in captivity here in America. Us being in captivity, period. Right now here in America, you are not able to multiply. You are not able to be fruitful. You got what? Abortion clinics on every corner in the Black Hispanic neighborhood. Right. You got drugs. You got gangs. We're dying off like it's going out of business. You got a target on your back. What we always say, man. Come on, Nas, Jay-Z. It's a miracle if I make it to 21. It's a miracle to water if I make it to C25. So what the Lord's saying right here, there's going to be a day where we're going to be like the sand of the sea, where you're not going to be able to count us. Now our days are numbered here. That's what it says in the book of Lamentations. It feels like every single day we have on this earth, it could be our last. But there's going to be a time when our King returns. You see it's going on right now. World War III, like always, is in the corner. Right. COVID-19 is still ramping up. The Lord's bringing destruction to America. Why? To free the niggas, spicks, and wetbacks, man. Right. To free his people. That's what's going to come in these days. And that's what the Lord's talking about here. There's going to be a day where they ain't going to be able to number us. Where all we're going to be doing is popping babies and having parties every day in the kingdom of heaven. So there's going to be blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians kicking it every single day. There's going to be tequila and Hennessy in every room in the kingdom, you understand? That's what's going to happen. There's going to be fried chicken and tacos. I don't know what to tell you. From my list, oxtails. Bring the oxtails, bring it all. You know what I mean? 1,000 wives each, brother. It's going to be off the chain, man. And furthermore, that's what's going to bring our life is going to come in. We're actually going to be able to live. We're here in America working 2, 3 goddamn slaves just to try to make it by. Right. That is not living. Living here in America, you think it's living. You think over here, being on WIC, Section 8, you think that's living. That's not living. You're surviving. Living is what your oppressor does down there in Wrigley Field. Down there in Soldier Field, all of them. They do downtown, they do down there in the suburbs. They're living life. They're having a good old time. They get to barbecue every Sunday. They get to relax, kick their feet up. They get to go kick at the pool. You over here struggling for the last few pennies to pay for your water bill. To pray to the Lord that your lights don't get cut out. Or if you're in South and Central America, go in a goddamn trench and get water from a goddamn well. You ever pulled water out of a well? It's horrible. Fill up your buckets and everything. It's a damn disaster. Or if you're our brothers and sisters in Flint, Michigan, or on a Native American reservation, you don't have any kind of running water. This isn't living. The Lord, what he's talking about right here, when our redemption comes, when the return of our King, Yahushua Mashiach, Jesus Christ, as you know him today, when he returns, we're going to be able to multiply.
Right.
We're going to be actually to be able to live. We're not just going to be surviving. We're going to live. We're going to have babies and not have to worry about them dying on crack cocaine. And not have to worry about them being aborted because the mother is a goddamn unpleasant beast of a woman. Y'all know what I want to say. A female dog. She a female dog. She a disgusting beast, and she want to end your child's life for it. You understand? Read it one more time from the top, Ash, if you could.
Khan. Hosea 1:10. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea.
Meaning what? Imagine trying to count every piece of sand in the sea. You'd be there for years. To count every single, you know, the sand in the sea is like counting the dirt outside. That's how much we're gonna thrust and how much we're gonna thrive here after this empire is gone. After the American empire is destroyed, and once blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians get to reign, man, it's gonna be glorious. You're gonna be popping babies like you're going out of style. Now you can't do it. Why? You're thinking about, damn, I gotta pay this bill, I gotta do that. I mean, it should be a horrible time to have a kid. You know how many black and Hispanic families want children, but they're holding themselves back because of all the money that they gotta bring in for that child. They say it costs over $1 million or damn near $5 million to raise a child here in America properly. So imagine you have 5 babies. That's what, that 50 million right there? At least around. You get what I'm saying? I'm math is horrible. 25 million, so like you. When you get what I'm saying, it's stressful. It's something no one thinks about. Oh, let me go out and be a parent. That's why the abortion clinics are running in damn near 300,000 abortions every single year, because they want us to kill ourselves, man. But there's gonna be a day where there is not gonna be no abortion clinics. There's gonna be a day where there's not gonna be drug dealers on the corner to shoot your sons in the goddamn head. There's gonna be a day where the KKK cops that are running your streets and are shooting you in the back of the head and got their foot on your goddamn neck is not gonna be there no more. Why? Because our kingdom's gonna rule. Go ahead, Ash.
God, which cannot be measured nor numbered.
You're not even gonna be measured us. You're gonna see us. We're gonna be there at the next Passover in the kingdom. You ain't gonna be no breathing room. You gonna make let me get through if I could. You know, it's gonna be so damn packed in there. You thought what you saw in Houston was ridiculous, man. Wait till you see what we gonna have in the kingdom. The bottles, man. We pulling up in chariots with the spinners on it. You get what I mean? We coming through with it. That's gonna be our kingdom. That's gonna be us. We're actually gonna get a chance to live. Go ahead, Mariah.
That's why it's like, if I could, we should bring it out some heavy. A couple of years ago, Captain Mashak was like, he gonna have a building sideways. That sounds kind of good.
Right. Get you a little building sideways pouring up in there, man. But go ahead, Ash. Well, you get take your time. Good.
Power on.
Good. No sweat.
Come. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people.
What place is that? America. They tell you every single day, y'all ain't God's chosen people. We came in, you know how many times, I'm a Native American Indian. Let me tell you the amount of times a white person has tried to come to me and try to tell me I should be thankful that my people was colonized. Let me tell you that. Let me tell you how many times I had to sit there while the president tried, well, you know, y'all were just savages running around here, you know, eating babies and everything. You know, you should be proud that we came over here and you live in America, and America colonized you and gave you Christianity, and now you love Jesus. The same thing they teach niggas. Same thing they teach the spics, man. And you should be proud. You should be happy that you are the inferior people and we took you in. It's called manifest destiny. Look it up. Manifest destiny is the belief, is the propaganda they used when they came over here to America to justify the murder of the North American Indian and the black man. Right. They said because of you being inferior, you must be oppressed. You must be put in chains. You must be made to serve. We all read it all the time in Black Indians. What did Christopher Columbus first say when he came over here? These are the most peaceable people ever to exist. The greatest nation ever to exist. They must be made to work, man. Go ahead, Ramon.
Slovakia, that's heavy what you're bringing out, because even
if you ever watched the documentary of the Trail of Tears, they even say, I mean, they would, it'd be 200,000 Native American Indians, and it'd be 70 troops. And the Native American Indians, they would walk up peacefully and just go with them. They wouldn't even try to fight. You know what I'm saying? They just walked up with peace. When if they really, you know what I'm saying, 200,000, you know, people, if they really wanted to get out, they could get out, but they just didn't have that mindset because the fact that they was destroyed, they taught them that they wasn't nothing. So
that's the point. Because in this place, we aren't called the Lord's people. What do you call it? You call it a nigga, man. You call a spick and a wetback, a coon, a spook, all that. That's what you called. They mock you here in this place. To this day, in 2021, you want to know what's a mockery? That the fact that they're over here taking in Palestinians from that whole little war they having with the Taliban out there, but they keeping them babies in dog cages at the border. They're keeping Mexican, Jamaican babies, babies from Trinidad, babies from Colombia, Haiti. Ain't no one sending Haiti no help. They say the hell with Haiti. Let's go help Palestine. Or what was it? Palestine, Afghanistan, whoever the hell they are. The damn Middle East. Then go help them. They've been in the Middle East 20 years, and they're all coming over here, and they're going to set up chicken shacks in the black and Hispanic neighborhoods. They're going to come in here and set up liquor stores. They're going to come here and do what America been doing for 20 years, over 500 years, bleeding the black, Hispanic, and Native American community dry. Right. They're going to come over here and get grants. They're going to get money to set up shops in your neighborhood. They're going to come up here, drive BMWs and Mercedes, while you starving in the ghetto. While you taking the goddamn bus and the red line to get to your slavery, man. Right. While the Mexican brothers are out there cutting grass every single day, they gonna get over here them Arabs, and they gonna build mechanic shops. They gonna get over here and they gonna build warehouses. They gonna come over here and it's gonna be like they never left. They're gonna be like they never left. Go ahead, Ramon.
Like yes, sir. It's crazy because they not in the oppressor's neighborhood.
Right.
They own it. Like literally, if you go to our neighborhoods, our ghettos, and our barrios, or whatever, you only see them on our corners. Right. You go to the white neighborhood, the oppressed neighborhood, they still got the oppressors still run everything in those neighborhoods.
And guess what? What Ramawan's saying is so heavy because they live in white neighborhoods. You know, in the Muslims, they don't believe in the Quran. You cannot sell another Muslim alcohol. You cannot sell him tobacco. But guess who you can? You can sell it to niggas. That's why in all them little corner stores, guess what else they're selling you? Heroin, crack cocaine. Right. That's what they're doing. They come over here to even make more of a profit off you. Now they're selling you drugs. But yet they're going to point the finger at the Mexicans and the Puerto Ricans and the Guatemalans and the brothers from El Salvador like they're the ones you're supposed to hate. Right. When y'all in the same condition here together. Blacks, Hispanics, and North American Indians. You got to realize the Palestinians, the Afghanis, you know, the Chinese, who can forget about the Asian hate bill? Stop Asian hate. Nigga, where to stop black hate? Where to stop the Mexican hate? Where to stop the Native American hate? I know brothers and sisters on reservations to this day that cannot leave the reservation past sundown, or they gonna get their head chopped off. They're gonna get lynched. They're gonna get raped. This is a reality. In this place, we are not called God's people. But go ahead.
There it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living God.
But when our kingdom comes, we will be known as the sons of God. That's meaning right. We're going to be known as our true name. We're not going to be African American and Mexicans and Puerto Ricans. Right. We're not going to be a rich port. You're not going to be Afro American and a Negro. You're going to be the tribe of Judah. Right. You're going to be what you were always meant to be, the rulers of the goddamn earth. That's right. You're going to be in authority. I know it don't seem like it. I know it don't. Because every single day we're out here starving. Every single day we're out here hustling. Every single day we're trying to see when we're going to see our next meal, man. Right. I know it don't seem like it, but this is what the Lord prophesied to us. There's going to be a day where our salvation is going to come and we're not going to have to struggle. Right. We're not going to have to die bend in hand for our oppressor. Continue, Ash. Read verse 11.
Khan. Verse 11. Then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered together.
The children of who?
Judah and the children of Israel.
Now, why does it say the children of Judah and Israel? Who could break that down for me? It says the children of Judah and Israel. I know you know. You've been answering to them much. Children. Why does it say the children of Judah and Israel? Go ahead, Ash.
So like you said, would it be because the kingdom was split between Southern Kingdom and the Northern Kingdom.
That's the point. Even here in America, we split. Even here, you ain't gonna be with the Mexicans up in here. That's the point. But up in here in the ISUPK, you will. Up in here, it's the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Lord Christ, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians living together. It's Latin kings and the GDs sitting together. Ain't no GDs to the door in here. And here it's the black disciples, it's the black stones. Well, it's the Spanish disciples all up in here. All that shit's out the goddamn window. Up in here, you are what you made to be. You are the Israelites.
That's right.
Same it gonna be in the kingdom of heaven. There is no gonna be no division between blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians like it's been here in America for over 500 years.
That's right.
I don't mean to, throw it out there, but I kind of did a lecture on it with Priest and Officer Thought on, how they divided us. Thank the Lord and everything. That's what it is. And blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we've been divided in this time period. We ain't gonna be divided no more.
That's right.
So continue.
Khan. And appoint themselves one head.
And what?
Appoint themselves one head.
Meaning what? They're gonna have one authority, one power. Who's gonna be what? Jesus Christ. Yahushua Mashiach. He's gonna be our king. You're not gonna have to bow to Donald Trump anymore. Right. Joe Biden, the Democrats, the Republicans. You're not gonna be divided anymore in this place. You're not gonna have to have a president over Jamaica, a president over Haiti. You're gonna have one king and one power over all of you. That's gonna be the kingdom of heaven. Go ahead.
God. And they shall come up out of the land.
Go ahead.
For great shall be the day of Jezreel.
Okay, that's it on that. Anyone got that answer your question though?
Come.
All right, no sweat. Anyone else got any questions in the room before we move on?
Salaki, just if I could.
Got one online? Oh no, you got one? Go ahead.
Yeah,
Whatever it is.
Just on Deuteronomy 18 and 18, I had a brother bringing it up. Well, not one of the Muslim guys bringing it up in the chat earlier.
Oh, this should be great.
You know what I'm saying about how this prophet is supposed to be Muhammad or whatever. So
give me Deuteronomy 18 and 18. Before we even touch on that, I'm gonna just say now, Muhammad was a stinking Arab.
Right.
No Arab is a prophet of God.
Right.
I want everybody to understand that. There's been many people that claim to be prophets. If you're not a black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian, if your father ain't of Negro or Indian descent,
Right.
you are not a prophet. I don't know what to tell you. Even then, there's niggas out there nowadays, blacks and Hispanics, that claim to be prophets. It don't mean you're a prophet. If you up here in the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, which is the continuation of the biblical priesthood, you are a prophet according to God. You are a prophet not only in the eyes of the people, but in the eyes of the Lord, in the eyes of the angels. When you speak, the angels do as you said. The Lord allowed the angels to move as your distraction. That's why you got to be careful with what you say. That's why the scriptures say what? Don't curse your own people. Don't curse your brothers. Don't wish death upon another Israelite because you're a prophet and the Lord might just do it. Right. You say to some cat walking up the street just because he cut you off in traffic, you hope he dies at night. Well, now he got a nigga kicking in his door. The angels authorized it because you are a prophet. Go ahead, Mariah.
So if I could, so heavy, which I'm bringing out is that there's this representative of the quote-unquote Muslims. He said that that an angel came and brought Muhammad the holy Quran.
Wait for me. Keep going, my bad. So we had Deuteronomy 18. Yeah, let's get the scripture. That's the point. Just know this off the top. If you ever debating someone about someone being a prophet, if they're not an Israelite, they're not a prophet.
okay.
They're because you got to be of the chosen seed to be a prophet. You got to be an Israelite. That's what you got to meet. That's where it all comes down to. Jeremiah, Daniel, Esther. These are all black and Hispanics. Joshua. Go ahead.
So like I do that. I wonder a lot of especially the troopers that's coming up to kind of get how to be able to come.
Oh yeah, there ain't no sweat. Yeah, I got you. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying that before you get in any debate, just know that.
Come.
Go ahead, give it to me.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 18, and verse 8. I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren.
So like your verse 8?
18, Salaki.
18. Go ahead.
I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren.
From among their what?
Their brethren.
From their what?
Their brethren.
So that's a cut right there. From among their brethren.
Okay.
Meaning what? The Lord gonna choose up from your seed, on blacks, Hispanics, and North American Indians, the Lord's going to bring a prophet out of your nation. Meaning if he ain't black, Hispanic, or Native American Indian, he's not a prophet. And even if he is, he's not a prophet if he's not where? In here. If he's not under the command of Commanding General Yohana under 1 West ISUPK established in 1969, which, like I said before, is the continuation of the priesthood of Melchizedek, then he's not a prophet. He's not a priest.
No.
With that, I'm going to pass the class of priests and Captain 13,000 Captain Marquardt.
What's going on, money man? Sure. Mike, y'all might as well take this and hold this off. All right, where we at?
Salaki, we was I just bringing out Deuteronomy 18 and 18.
Okay.
Just, some guys off, a couple of the media outlets we got was trying to use this verse to say that the prophet that's on this verse was talking about Muhammad. So I was I know the scriptures, but I wanted to bring it out with some of the other guys.
Oh, well, read. Go ahead and read. I want to see if it say Muhammad.
Deuteronomy 18, verse 18. I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren, like unto thee, and will put my word in his mouth, and he shall speak unto them all that I shall command thee. Command him. And I shall speak unto them all that command him.
Okay, I don't see Muhammad in here. Anybody say it? Yeah, okay, go ahead.
They'll use that. It ain't say Christ either. So
okay, so precept. Read it one more time.
I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren, like unto thee.
Right.
And will put my words in their mouth. In his mouth, and he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him.
Okay, and what does that mean? Go ahead. Ramon.
He gonna bring the prophet that he brings. First off, he says coming from the brethren, so it's coming from Israel. It ain't coming from the
right. This book is a book about Israel. That's what this Bible is. This is the records of the people of Israel, not the book of the records of the people with the Arabs. Okay, you see them Arabs in the Middle East catching hell right now, hanging on the planes and everything else, trying to get the hell up out of there. Right. My question to them is, where's Allah? Because right now you ain't believing no Allah. You hanging on a damn what they call it, that fighter plane jet. I forget the actual name of it, but you trying to hold on the wing of a plane, thinking you gonna make it from Afghanistan to America. Okay, and where's Muhammad at now? Ain't nobody even talking about no goddamn Muhammad. You understand? So now, what is this? When it says the Lord gonna put the words in his mouth, we need a precept to prove that with that. What he's saying is that he talking to the children of Israel. Start at read 18 and 1.
Okay. Deuteronomy chapter 18 and verse 1. The priests, the Levites, and all the tribes of Levi shall have no part nor inheritance with Israel. They shall eat the offerings of the Lord made by fire,
right,
and his inheritance.
Read on.
Verse 2, therefore shall they have no inheritance among their brethren. The Lord is their inheritance, as he has said unto them.
So why did I go to the top of the chapter? Why did I start all the way at 18? We went from 18 to 18 and went all the way to 18 and 1. Why did I go at the beginning of the chapter? A warrior? Context. Subject matter. Who is this chapter talking about? Nowhere in here does it say the children of Ishmael or Ishmael. Get my point? So they just concocting something out of their mind, right? So now we know that the prophet, whatever prophet this is, you read 18:18 one more time.
Deuteronomy 18 verse 18. I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren, like unto thee, and will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him.
All that what?
All that I shall command him.
Okay. Now, precept. A warrior.
Hebrews 2:16.
Let's go. This whole chapter right here, that's why when you go to 18:1 or whatever the case may be, to establish the subject matter, or you go down to the bottom of the chapter. You know, never let nobody pull you to a verse, you know what I'm saying, and you don't read before, read just a few verses before or a few verses after to see what the subject matter is. All right? A warrior? Tell everybody where you at.
Hebrews chapter 2, verse 16. I can walk what got. For verily he took not on him the nature of angels, but he took on him the seed of Abraham. Verse 17. Wherefore in all things it behooved him to be made like unto his brethren, that he might be merciful and faithful high priest in things pertaining.
Now, I wouldn't use this. I wouldn't use this. You need what you need is where Christ said, Trooper.
Salaki, sir. Will John 14:10 be?
Let's see it. You might be ready. You might be ready to get in this officership. I can let's see. You say John what?
14:10.
Okay. He said it with confidence too. I see you, Asha. Go ahead, read that.
Khan. Book of John, chapter 14, verse 10.
Go ahead.
Believest thou not that I am in the Father, and the Father in me?
Read verse 9.
Khan.
Read verse. Start at verse 8. Robust. Big robust man walking through the door right there. Go ahead, read that.
Khan. Verse 8. Philip said unto him, Lord, show us the Father and his.
Read it again.
Verse 8. Philip said unto him, Lord, show us the Father, and it sufficeth.
If it suffice.
And if it suffices us.
Meaning, if we worthy to see the Father, you know what I'm saying? If we worthy to see him, show us the Father. All right, read on.
Verse 9. Jesus said unto him, Have I been so long time with you, and yet hast thou not known me, Philip?
Right, he questioned him like, this whole time I've been with you, right? You know me. Read.
He that hath seen me has seen the Father.
Read that again.
He that hath seen me, seen the Father.
What does that mean? Ashad?
I mean, everything that the Lord handed down, that's what he's bringing down also.
Right, you asking to see the Most High. I am a representation of the Most High. You understand? If somebody might come to you and be like, man, I want to talk to Commander General Yohana. Of course, you a trooper, but when you come an officer, that might not be the time and the place for that. So you tell him, listen, you talking to Commander General Yohana right now. Now, why would you say that to a person? A warrior?
Because you're a representative.
You're a representative. You see what I'm saying? The Lord, you know, it's going to read further. Slow down, Kayas. You can eat the damn fork, spoon, whatever you got back there. Good night.
And how says?
All I see is schooling going on. Damn, go ahead, brother.
And how sayest thou then, show us the Father? Verse 10. Believest thou not that I am in the Father, and the Father in me?
Read that again.
Believest thou not that I am in the Father, and the Father in me?
How would you sum that up? How would you break that down to the dumb? Ashad?
Would it be saying like you think that fake or I'm not?
No. Rum.
Everything that I do up the Father. Like,
Of course that, you know what I'm saying, what I would say was me and the Most High is one and the same. That, you understand? Ain't no need for you to see the Most High. You looking at the Most High right now. Now, you say that to a simpleton, you going to be like GMS was out on the street, and be like, so you saying you the Commander General Hunter is the father? You saying, remember you saying that he the father? They don't, you know, they just don't, they don't understand the Bible. Everybody understand? Read on.
The words that I speak unto you.
The what?
The words that I speak unto you.
The what?
The words that I speak unto you.
Read on.
Unto you I speak not of myself.
I what?
I speak not of myself.
Everybody understand? This is your precept for Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 18. You understand? All the words that the Most High want Christ to, all the words that Christ speak come from the Most High. All the work that Commander General Hunter speak come from the Lord. We speak nothing of our own. You understand? We don't come up with no breakdowns and all this. That we don't do none of that. Everything that we teach is in the Bible. Everybody understand? Read on.
Mm-hmm. He doeth the works.
He what?
He doeth the works.
I lost where you was at.
But the Father that dwelleth in me.
What verse you at?
10, sir.
Go ahead.
The words that I speak unto you, I speak not of myself.
I what?
I speak not of myself.
Everybody understand? That's a cold cut for people who say that Christ is God. Now, if you read this scripture here, I just don't understand how you can come with that determination. Read that part one more time. Maybe I'm illiterate. Maybe I ain't understanding it right. Read it again.
The words that I speak unto you, I speak not of myself.
Read on.
But the Father that dwelleth in me, he doeth the work.
He what?
He doeth the work.
Simple and plain. Cut. You understand? It's a few more in the New Testament that you could pull as well. They all over the place. Warrior.
Like I said, it's just like Christians can't get it because they'll be stuck. Even though you read verse 10, they still stuck on verse 9.
Oh, in this verse here?
Yeah, they will still stay stuck on verse 9 and be like, it say Christ and the Father is the same. You saying him, you saying me. So Christ got to be God because I am. And they don't understand that you just saying.
Right. Well, listen, you give them the breakdown, and what happens is those who meant to understand gonna understand. Yeah, listen. It's just it's only so much that you can show them like that. Today, what I've learned, you know what I'm saying, being in the truth, you show them what you show them. If you're doing a breakdown in front of some people, you trying to edify some people, right? Like I told you before, the people who was meant for, they gonna get what's being said. The people who it ain't, they not gonna understand. Now, and here's the real reason why they not gonna understand. Who knows why? Y'all done?
Because it's not meant for them to understand.
That's true, but what else?
They don't have the ear to listen.
That's true, but what else? Asha,
they don't want to understand.
Get a brother a hand. They don't care. They don't give a damn. You can show them the color of Christ. Well, they say his feet was brown, but that don't mean the rest of his body is brown. See what I'm saying? I mean, goddamn. You see what I'm saying? Then they gonna want to play a game of semantics. You understand? So that's that. It's a precept too. To prove that, you know what I'm saying, to even further add on to how Christ and the Most High is when they all in the New Testament. Right? But we done. There's any more questions? All right, no sweat. Let's see. We got a lot to talk about tonight, Aki. Tonight, the Lord been working, getting the Most High hand. Ooh, the Lord is working, ain't he? Let me see here. Who else do I want to start off with? Nasty. It used to be Nasty Nate. Now it's Nasty Polite. Yeah. Do I want to start? Do I want to go there? This is like Polite is an example of what happened when you come up against the men of the Lord in this ISUPK. Right. Every time I've ever seen somebody come up against this truth, like how he had. Remember that he was remember when he was shooting the Bible? Shooting the Bible, you know what I'm saying? Then he did a whole radio show trying to talk about Captain Cesariot, trying to shame the school, this, that, and other, and fourth. And now, look at it. You get my point? And this is what happened when you kind of come up against the truth. A warrior.
Wonder who he praying to now to get out this mess.
Yeah. Say that one more time so they can hear you.
Say, wonder who he praying to now to get out this mess.
Yeah, I wonder who he praying to too. You see what I'm saying? Hey, I guess you could say for him, when you see him, you see his father, his spiritual father, right? That's how I go. His spiritual father is Malachi York, who's in prison. You understand, for molesting. You know what I'm saying? A numerous amount of children. What's going on now? You know what I'm saying? And once again, I guess they allegations. Nobody, I don't know if it's true. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, it is what it is. All right. Let's go to first thing I want to touch down on is the situation in Afghanistan. All right. Play the one first where the people was on the plane. Play the first one where the people was on the damn plane trying to get out of the country. Go ahead.
You want to turn the lights?
Like he eating right now.
Yeah. Making like movies in here. Y'all want some popcorn?
You ready, Cat?
Go ahead, bro. Now, hold, stop. Does anybody not know what the situation is in Afghanistan? If you don't raise your hand, okay. Go ahead.
So not 100% sure that the Taliban took over the country?
Right. So just to sum it up, all right, Afghanistan is one of those countries that America is allied with in the Middle East, right? This is where, once again, you got to pay close attention because the school has been teaching, you know what I'm saying, this for years. It's almost like a chessboard, right? Before you actually start moving the pieces on the chessboard, what must you do first? Go ahead.
Get your strategy together.
Yeah, align your pieces on the board, right? This is the Most High. Well, that's why I say the Most High is working this week. He's aligning, you understand, the chess pieces on the board, right? So Afghanistan is one of those countries that for about 20, 30 years, they've been an ally to America. However, most of the people in the country, you know what I'm saying, wasn't in agreement with America being there, right? That's what the Taliban is. What do they tell you? What does westernized news tell you that the Taliban is? Y'all are done?
Terrorists.
Terrorists.
Right.
You understand? And why do they tell you that they terrorists? Why does America tell the people in America that the Taliban is terrorists? Y'all done?
Is it because they won't conform to what America wants to set up?
Of course that, but why do they tell us that? Y'all a warrior?
To defame their character, so when they do something to them, that we won't have no compassion for them.
That too, and Juan.
Because of 9/11.
Right. It's all of this. They say all these things to get the support of the people here in America. Right. They want you to say these guys is terrorists, this, that, and other and fourth. But nobody ever does research on why these cats are such at odds with America. And they're at such at odds with America because these other nations don't want to become slaves to America like blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians have. You get my point, Kayash?
So what you're saying is so heavy because
Most High in Christ.
an agency, they was trained by the United States back in the 1980s.
Damn right.
They had
Right.
trained them to fight against the Russians
There you go.
because they didn't want Afghanistan to become a communist country.
Right.
So the CIA sent men in there to train them up as a militia where a problem it already created years ago.
There you go. So what happened is, for the past 20, 30 years, a lot of people in Afghanistan, took on the culture of the so-called white man.
Right.
Everybody understand? What precepts should you be thinking about when taking on the culture of the so-called white man? Kayash?
The mark of the beast.
The mark of the beast. Everybody have worshiped the beast. Them Afghanistani people did what? They cut off that long hair they had, cut them beards off, had short haircuts, fades, lined up like you. You understand? That's why I told you a month ago, that you not having your beard and cutting your hair and shaving down, what did I tell you that's a sign of? Who could remember? Y'all done? Okay, I know. Y'all never pay attention. Go ahead.
Independence.
No. Go ahead. It's a sign of servitude. You understand? Because you don't have your culture. Like y'all in here with beards and braids and all that, and like you supposed to be, because that's our culture. You go out in the world, what do you see? Cats with what? Fades, lineup, dreadlocks. That's not your culture. Right. You get my point? So it's the same thing with the Afghanistani people. You see what I'm saying? But now you see they done took their country back. You see what I'm saying? And now everybody who got a short haircut and fade, and you see that right there. You see what I'm saying? This is what happened. You know what I'm saying? When you become disloyal to your people. Right? You see what I'm saying? Death is what that's in the Bible. You be a traitor to your people, that's ain't just Israel, it's the other nations too. Y'all done?
It's like, sir, what's so heavy about what you're bringing out is ain't the women going through a lot of issues because we're gonna bring that into the fold as well. Come on. The only way that would strengthen the hands of the Taliban was the women. The women doing what? Bullets, guns, going in them caves and supporting their men. Right. Yeah, everybody understand? You got to pay attention. You understand that? They just showed you how to get a beast out of their goddamn country, and they done it. Now they heathens or whatever the case may be, nevertheless, but it's still something to look at. All right. So now you see what just these people you see right here trying to get on. Now in the plane, it's already a ton of them sitting on top. There's so many of in that damn plane. They sitting on top of each other in that joint. Those the people that could not get in, right? Some of the cats, they were so desperate to get out of the country that they hanging on, and you see a lot of them getting ran over. Right. Because whoever was driving that plane, he ain't give a damn who was getting on there. He probably had somebody, man, just keep driving. You know what I'm saying? People getting crushed, bones, people screaming, just keep driving. I know, don't worry about that. Sus?
So they running because they don't want to conform back to what they supposed to be doing.
We getting into that now. This is where it get good. Okay? They trying to get on that plane and get the hell out of their country because who knows why. I will not.
Slaves, they're gonna be killed for being traitors.
They're gonna be killed for being traitors to their own people. Give I will a hand. Right? All those people who was they even killing the cats who was just translators. Because the Taliban look at it like this. Just for you to even deal with this beast and translate, you don't realize that that's affecting us. You don't. So they killing translators and all. You running with a haircut and fade, and the Afghanistani people know exactly who was working with the Americans. Right. So when the Taliban they didn't took over, now if we can find the video as well, they already killing them now. Right. They killing the cats who was traitors right now. They killing them in the street. Why are they able to do that? Because the people who never left their culture are saying, oh, yeah, so he was with them. That woman right there. They killing the Taliban. They killing not only men and children. Men and women. They killing your kids as well. Why you think they killing the kids? Go ahead.
So they won't grow up and take revenge.
Yeah, that too. Give them a hand. That too. You understand? But it's something spiritual. My yard.
It's like, sir, would it be to protect the next generation and generations coming, so that it's like stomping it out?
You right, but you giving me too much. Kawan.
It's because those kids been indoctrinated by what their fathers and what their mothers.
Right. You understand? They look at it like this. If you a traitor, your seed they got that blood in his veins of a traitor. Why the hell you think the Most High, once again, this is in the Bible. Why do you think that people who was traitors to us or disobeyed certain laws of the Most High was kicked out to 3/4 generations? Right. Because the Lord knew that it's like a dog. It's like a good breed of pit bulls. You know what I'm saying? You just can't just go buy any pit bull and say, yeah, I'm going to take it and put it in my house. This pit bull might turn on you. Why do he might turn on you? Because his father before that all turned on their goddamn owners, and now you got one in your house and don't know. It's just a matter of it's a ticking time bomb.
Right.
You got to read the paperwork. What is the history of these dogs? You see what I'm saying? They don't want that trade of blood in their goddamn country. They ain't playing no games. Lamont.
Like the scripture, ye are of your father the devil.
There you go.
It's literally the perfect precept in my
Damn
mind,
right.
because it's not even talking about like the white man devil part, but the fact that they're liars and deceivers.
Yeah, damn right. My y'all.
Like I said, also the scripture says, prepare slaughter for the children, for the iniquities of their father.
Absolutely. So I'm just speeding you up so you would know, everybody understand what's going on in this tape. They're trying to get out of the country by any means, hanging on. What would make you even think that you're gonna hang on to a plane 30,000 feet in the air? Is basically suicide. But they rather that than have to deal with their own people if they didn't make it out the country. Everybody understand? Like you're gonna see, I don't know if it's showing on here, but you can see the damn bodies falling out the sky. Go ahead.
It's basically like the people that decided to jump off the Twin Towers rather than face the collapse.
Right,
They didn't want to have suffer the pain of being crushed to death, so they decided to fall to make it quick.
There you go. You understand, Kayash?
God, so it's a lot of you.
Mhm.
You were saying was so everyone again because the BBC did an interview with them and just captured, the government and everything. And they was like, well, how you feel about them, that child jumping on the plane? They don't seem too happy about y'all coming in and taking over. And they said exactly what you said. Captain, like, well, those are traitors.
Yeah.
They said they're not gonna be happy with it because they're Americanized. They're like, well, what are you gonna do about that? They said they tried telling the BBC reporter like, oh, we're not gonna do nothing.
Yeah.
Like they already suffered their judgment.
Yeah.
Their own allies that they thought was their friends betrayed them.
Yeah,
So
damn
now they're
right.
stuck here.
Now, does this story sound familiar? Anybody? I need some hands. If it sounds like you shaking your head, what story does this sound familiar to you?
The Maccabees, where the evil people went out. They say evil, wicked.
Get a brother a hand. Get a brother a hand. Like y'all sitting there, they like the Greeks during the time of the Maccabees. Everybody familiar with the Maccabees did, right? The book of Maccabees. They came back and the Maccabees went into the damn wilderness, gathered themselves together, and came back and took that goddamn land back from the Greeks. Same thing these Taliban people did. It's called a revolution. Hell, America did it to the British, didn't they? You understand? This is something that's known to happen. You know what I'm saying? When you want to take your country back, you understand?
Right.
So the Taliban, they calling them terrorists. Meanwhile, these cats is like really freedom fighters.
Right.
You get my point? But they gonna tell you they terrorists. Back during the time, the Greeks would probably say that the Maccabees was terrorists, because they don't want to be subjugated to being under the Greeks. You understand? This is the reason why we tell you the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You understand? He is the master at, deceiving. That's why and nobody is. You're not a better devil than him.
Right.
You could try. You try to be a thief, you go to jail.
Right.
White man, he a thief. He run the planet Earth.
Right.
He got yachts and planes. You got white boys right now opening their trunk selling coke. You understand? You can't even sell a small little piece of crack. You know what I'm saying? You on your way to the Cook County. For a few pieces, you trying to put them all in your mouth and your throat and all that. Mm-hmm. And they tap you a couple times in the stomach, you choke that up, and go right to, you go on to the county. Yeah, everybody understand? Meanwhile, the white man selling, you don't think the white man is drug dealers? Do you really think that they just all good white boys and working downtown with ties? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Anyway, so we're going to play the tape, all right? Let's get it. Look, they get ran over by the damn plane. Look at all of them people. Like, why you running with the plane? I don't get that far. What they thought they was gonna jump on? Go ahead.
U.S. Air Force.
Look at these fools. wanted to see the part where they I wanted they're gonna show the part where the people was falling from the plane. This it? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. You see that? You think it's a game, huh?
Right.
Yeah. See if you can find the part where they was falling off of the plane. Oh boy.
So like I said, you see how civilized, you know, that city actually is, and they try to make it like it ain't nothing but mountains and like they living in caves and stuff.
Yeah.
Because when you think about Osama bin Laden, how they say he was underground and how he had to go through in the caves and the hills, you would have a whole different picture of what you just seen.
Yeah.
With the buildings and stuff and all the planes and the cars and stuff just you know sitting there stuck in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
You have
See,
a whole different
see if you could find the where they was falling off the plane. You got it. And see if you could find the picture where the Taliban is sitting in the U.S. embassy. All right. It's like 15 of them, all bearded up. You know what I'm saying? Once again, I ain't saying that I'm got love for the Arabs. I don't want nobody to think that. But to see some cats, you know what I'm saying, get their freedom and push Esau the hell out their country, that shit is commendable. I like it. I want a taste of that. You know what I'm saying? And what's so key about that picture is not one white man was sitting in that group. Not one. You understand? It go to show you, you know what I'm saying, that them cats got the racism out.
Right.
They about they people and they people only. Everybody understand? We gonna take a page out of that. Can y'all?
So what you're saying is so heavy because, like I said, I was seeing interviews about it, and they was telling them, well, you gonna bring in they law in the Quran. You gonna bring in Sharia law. Like, you don't think that's kind of harsh? You know, you gonna cut some men's hands off for stealing. You gonna do this and that. And you like, well, you gotta think about it. It's better that we kill a murderer right then and there instead of spreading among the population.
Yeah.
It's better we kill a rapist here instead of spreading amongst the population.
Yeah,
they really living in their kingdom.
Right. Real talk. Get a brother a hand. Real talk. Listen, here's the sad part about it is that they really believed that the white man was gonna be there forever. Right. You see what I'm saying? And was gonna be their savior. Everybody understand? Right. But what happened? What happened with the white man? Y'all were done?
He got what he came there for.
Yeah, he got what he came there for, whatever the case may be, and got the hell up out of there and abandoned the people. Now, what the Afghanians people should have did was talk to us, Negroes and Hispanics over here in America, and we would have told them that you can't trust that man. Right. You see what I'm saying? We could have told them that you talking to the wrong guy, man. You understand? All he ever did was lie. You understand? Right. General Mayak brought it out and asked you the prophets early this morning. We still looking for an acre. Remember the 40 acres in I ain't anybody seen a mule? You got your mule yet? They gave that promise in the 1800s. It's what 2021. I ain't seen it. I don't even know what a mule smell like. You understand? Everybody understand? Like where's the acre and the mule? Where's all these promises that the so-called white man then gave us? He haven't given to you. The Native American Indians already told you that he speak with a forked tongue. Right. You understand? You can't even trust him. He sat there abandoned. Y'all see all them damn cars out? All them people trying to get the hell out that goddamn country. All right, come on, you got it?
Come on, sir. I'm about to bring it up right now.
One, this nigga came disturbing image. Watch the people falling off the plane. Look.
Damn.
You know their body just exploded. Oh, yeah. Go ahead,
I said they Hollywood movies. Looking at
Yeah.
they go all up to the
and the ride, I had my rib looking up. The ride from Afghanistan to the United States is about 16 hours in the air. I don't know how you thought you was gonna hold on for 16. Your damn flesh was gonna be gone. I mean, ain't no telling. You know what I'm saying? That shit, the damn angels of the Lord was gonna be looking at you, man, like, man, what are you doing up here, man? A wrong one.
That's heavy what you bringing up because they'll let you know the fear that they had.
Yeah.
They thought that they had a better opportunity to ride that plane 16 down to
Yeah.
on that lane.
Because here's the key of it all, right? They know that they traitors.
Right.
They know, you understand, the punishment of a traitor.
Right.
Everybody understand? Which we gonna go over tonight. And if I could, did you find a picture where they sitting in the U.S.? Oh, Mo, get Kwan a hand. Most High Christ. Last week y'all had me a little jammed up here. You know what I'm saying? I told you, y'all do all that experimentation. Do that on the class when the rum teach. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got somebody up here working, don't know what the hell they doing. Don't do it on my class. I'm just joking. my y'all looking at me like that, okay? My mom on me like that. I'm taking you to counsel. All right? Go ahead, Warrior.
As I said, slack cap. It also shows how much they about they got Allah too.
Yeah.
How much faith they have in Him.
Yeah, that's another. That's another one because man, damn right. You supposed to be getting on your knees to Allah and say, Allah, take me up out of here. I want to go. I don't want to. I can't fit on this plane. They look. They ain't give a damn about no Allah at that point. They holding on. You know, whatever. Listen, I would have been knocking. I've been knocking clean out to get on that plane. Like we would have been boxing on that. Hey, big robust man. I would have showed we would have scrapping. I ain't see nobody scrapping to get on. They trying to be respectful. Man, shit. Now let me see the picture of the Taliban sitting in the U.S. embassy. You know the U.S. left a ton of guns, everything. Look at that. Look at that. You see any white man up there? I don't see. What happened to we all bleed red and we all one people?
Right.
I see 12 Arabs up there. 13 Arabs. They done took back their fucking country.
It's like it, sir.
You understand? Go ahead. Excuse my language. Go ahead.
They up there looking like they up there looking like it's the Last Supper.
Right. Right. That's their version. That's their version of the Last Supper. You know what I'm saying? But once again, you know what I'm saying? They did what they did or whatever. Now nobody can tell us what we doing is wrong.
Right.
You understand? By only when if you turn that camera, for those who at home, if I turn this camera around right now, you're gonna see about 15. Turn that camera around. You gonna get Commander Jenny and Hannah a hand, man. We doing what the Taliban did. Ain't no white boys in here, man.
That's right.
They ain't getting in here. You understand? If they even come to the door talking about they're Israelite, we gonna say, let me take a look at it. No, I just don't see it, white boy, not today. You know, there's a group called IUPK. You can go join them. They'll take you. But so now, first scripture I want to get is his words were smoother than butter. Right? We're gonna teach the Afghanistan people a lesson. You understand about the so-called white man, our oppressor. He's not to be trusted on no level. My yard.
Common God says, the book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 21.
Hold on, let me get that with you, bro.
Should I start at 20, sir?
You said 55?
55 and 21, though. Should I start at 20?
Yeah, you can.
Common
Go
God.
ahead, read that.
The book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 20.
Uh-huh.
He hath put forth his hand against such as be at peace with him.
Now, once again, this week at camps or whatever, when you go to camp, you want to speak in season. You understand? The Lord didn't put so much
out there in the earth in the last week, you got to speak on the topics at hand.
Right.
You get my point? So read it one more time.
He had put forth his hand against such as be at peace with him.
What does that mean? Go ahead, my yard.
Like I said, is this saying like he fight against people that are trying to be cool with him?
Read it one more time.
He had put forth his hand against such as be at peace with him.
Read on.
He has broken his covenant.
He had what?
He has broken his covenant.
Now break it down. A war is real simple. Go ahead.
Like he broke the agreement that he had with the people that he act like he was friends with.
There you go. Get a warrior in hand. You understand? Our oppressor, the so-called white man, he don't keep agreements out.
Right.
You understand? He does not. All of Afghanistani people that he left, he does not give a damn about none of them people out. Right. Once again, all the Afghanistani people had to do was just talk to us, talk to blacks and Hispanics and Native American Indians, and ask us about the white man and his agreements. Right. Ask the Native American Indians about all the so-called peace treaties, you know what I'm saying, that they signed with the so-called white man, and he ain't keeping that one of them. Right. Signed over 100. How can you sign over 150 and not keep one goddamn agreement that you came up with? And not only that, did he not keep an agreement, he put the damn people in reservations, which is really, like projects.
Right.
You understand? Said thank you. Kayar?
Right, so what you're saying is so heavy because when they got that term, pale-faced people forked tongue, is when during the time when they start having them sign the treaties, the oppressor would set up ambushes. So they would go all there, to be at peace talks,
right,
let them leave their weapons all at home and kill the Native Americans at the peace treaty.
Damn right. You understand? That's who he is. And that forked tongue represents, what does that forked tongue represent? Who knows? Kayash? I mean, damn. Y'all done?
It's like a snake.
Like a snake, right? Which, once again, is biblical.
Right.
How is it biblical? How could you say it's biblical? Go ahead.
The beast, the most cunning beast in the field that it talks about in Genesis.
Serpent. You understand? That's how you know, you know what I'm saying, that the book of Genesis ain't talking about a literal snake.
Right.
As Christians think, you know what I'm saying, that Eve the whole time, everybody thought that before you came in here, you thought the whole time, you know what I'm saying, that a serpent, Eve was talking to a snake. You see what I'm saying? Snake got up on his belly and was saying, you ain't got to listen to that man. And so a snake now. King, I guess a king cobra. Python, now talking to you like this. That ain't trip Eve out that the snake was talking to her. Eve was a black woman. Now, a black woman see a snake, she ain't having no conversation with no damn snake. All you gonna see is the back up, she out of there. You see what I'm saying? So that serpent represent the so-called white man because he is a liar.
Right.
Everybody understand? Read on.
Verse 21.
Go ahead.
The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
Oh man, look, we're gonna come into Afghanistan. We're gonna build a strong country and a strong nation, and everything is gonna be okay, right? Y'all are done.
We're gonna give them democracy.
Right, we're gonna give them democracy. Well, you see how that worked out.
Right.
Read on.
But war was in his heart.
But what?
War was in his heart.
Right. He tell you one thing, but really was in Esau's brain is a whole nother thing. His thing of being over there. Why you think he was over in Afghanistan? To become one with the Afghanistani people? Y'all ever done? Money, oil, resources. That's why he was over there. You understand? And apparently that country became to the point where there's no need for him to be there. Everybody understand?
So like you said, in Afghanistan, it came out once they got over there. Afghanistan has the biggest supply of poppy seeds in the entire world.
Yeah.
So they was really over there for the drugs.
That's what they over there for. I guess y'all think that the white man, he ain't the biggest drug dealer in the world.
Right.
He just so happened to be wherever cocaine at and heroin is at, and all these different countries. Like he said, they got poppy seeds is heroin out there, right? So now all these countries that the white man just so happened to inhabit it or whatever, they got heroin, cocaine. I guess he just there, you know, for nothing, huh?
Right.
Who in the hell you think bring the heroin for you to get high on black people?
Right.
And cocaine. Who you think does? No, not the white man, huh? That ain't his intent. He love everybody. But y'all think about the so-called white man. Y'all think about that white Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Like this, looking gay and swinging his head and just love everybody. That ain't the white man. Huh?
Right.
You understand? Is that the end of that? Give me the precept of what the Lord said. He is a liar and the father of it. Any more on this one, my yard?
A little bit, sir.
Go ahead.
His words were softer than oil.
His words were what?
Softer than oil.
What does that mean? Speak nicely to you. You see what I'm saying? Everything's gonna be okay. Listen, we're gonna make we're gonna be separate but equal. You get my point? We're gonna free at last. Put Martin Luther King up there. Everybody gonna come together. You see what I'm saying? Gonna be one big rain. But you think they would have let Martin Luther King speak at the 1963 March on Washington if he would have got up there and say, listen, the white man is the devil. You understand? We need to separate. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna stop working for him, so and so. We're gonna become our own people. Do you think he had a mic up there? Y'all really think that Martin Luther King, you know what I'm saying, just got up there and spoke what he wanted to say without the white man's authorization? This is why you got to read. I can do research. Everybody that spoke at that march on Washington, the white man said, hey, give me what you about to say. I want to see it right now. This is how they did it. Okay. John Lewis, the senator, he had something in there that was a little rebellious. They said, you take that and you need to change that before you get up here and speak. All your words, every word that every speaker get up here and say has to be smooth. Right. Has to be about love. Right. Has to be about coming together. Don't get up there and be talking like Commander Jenny. You think? Imagine Commander Jenny Hunter writing a speech at the 1963 March on Washington. The white man would have took that and said, "Oh, I can't even make this through the first few words. Hey, give me that. That goes in the garbage." Y'all done.
What's so heavy about what you're bringing out, Adam? Ain't this the same thing that's going on right now when we think about what's going on with Facebook, YouTube, and different platforms like this?
Yeah.
To where they pump, Lil Nas X all day, but if you go to the ISUPK, we getting our pages shut down and all that.
Oh yeah, get y'all done, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. The words that we're coming to you, Lamar. The words that we speak, you know what I'm saying, what is going to actually bring the people together. Right. We ain't going to get no radio play. We going to get our stuff took down and flagged and all that, but it's okay. Let Nas X get up there with pink on and dance around like a woman. That's okay. Them type of images is all right. If you look all these rappers y'all like, you know what I'm saying? I just got to be honest with you. The music is poison. You see what I'm saying? Now, this is what we used to listening to, but I can't even say that because coming up when rap first started in the 80s and 90s, the rappers was putting content in the music. They was rapping about, bringing the people together and rapping about oppression. Now, shit, all you niggas getting up there saying, man, I'm a F your girl, I'm a bone your woman, and I'm a shoot you down, I'm a bust you in the head. And murder. This is what y'all bumping to listening to. This is what you like. I'm just being honest with you. And it show you that the Lord, you know what I'm saying, how wicked it is. The same cats, they died. The rappers is dying every day. Like, they go to show you they rapping about shooting and killing and end up dead the next day. But this who you in your car bumping. You see what I'm saying? Poison. Now, you think King Von would get radio play if he was rapping about what Captain McCall was rapping about? No. None of you ain't getting no radio play.
Right.
That's why the Lord said what? He's the prince of the airwaves. To answer your question, everybody understand? Lamar, you want to say
I
something?
was gonna say about the whole March on Washington and Martin Luther King thing.
Yeah.
It's like if we were really like truly for their people and everything like that, even if they got like they topics ran over by the oppressor, whatever the case may be, they could have literally just went up there and freestyled.
Yeah.
And then, of course, what was Robin gonna do? Tackle them off the stage?
Right.
No.
Yeah.
Or even if they did, it would have gave the people like, what the hell is going on?
Best believe they had somebody sitting there where they turn that mic on.
Right.
So, how do I know? Go ahead.
That just show you how like the whole law of freedom of speech that don't apply to us.
That don't apply. Once again, the white man, he make a covenant. He tell you freedom of speech, but when you get up there and get to saying something he don't like, now it's really not about freedom of speech. As brothers in the UPK that go to these little things and speaking about your mic getting cut off in the middle while you talking. You sitting there talking, yeah, and like I said, and all of a sudden you just you look at this way, you looking down this way, and what happened to the mic? Oh, brother, yeah, you got to come on now. You got to come down. They don't want to hear that.
Right.
See what I'm saying? What they want to hear is, man, we need to continue to vote. You know what I'm saying? We need to continue to believe in the people, you know what I'm saying, that have been oppressing us for over 400 years. Right. You understand? The Taliban, they said, listen, the Taliban said, the hell with that, man. You see what I'm saying? They got support by them Russians, all they supporters, the Russians, which we about to get into that part too. That's the real meat we gonna get into right there. The Russians, the Chinese, who else was it? Iran. Who else? Pakistan. All these is major players in the start of the Third World War.
That's right.
Jenny and Hunter been teaching for years. Look for Iran, look for Russia, look for China, look for these countries, you understand, to become allies. That's why I told you it's all about putting chess pieces in place. Then when you put chess pieces in place, you ain't doing it, you know what I'm saying, just for the chessboard to look nice. You're doing it for what? Battle, for victory. You wanna beat the competitor who's on the other side of the board. Well, that's what the Third War is all about. Everything is aligning how it was in the Bible. That's how you know that this book right here cannot be touched. Right. The prophecies that we tell you, you know what I'm saying, in the UPK, they laugh and joke and all that, but one day you got to pay the piper.
That's right.
You understand? One day the people won't have to acknowledge, you understand, that the men in the ISUPK are the men of the Lord.
That's right.
You know, you can hate us all you want, but you know what I'm saying? At some point you got to say, well, obviously the words that these brothers are saying, you know what I'm saying, we got to start paying attention.
Right.
Now, before Barack Obama stepped foot in the office, General Yohana told you that he wasn't going to do nothing for you. He got in there 8 years and did absolutely nothing for you.
Right.
You get my point? Okay. Commander General Yohana said what? Go take that vaccination. You know what I'm saying? Consult with your doctor first. Everybody shouldn't take it. If your doctor tell you don't take it, don't take it. You see what I'm saying? Consult with your doctor. Go get that vaccination. What these other cats tell you? Oh, don't say it. You're going to turn into a zombie. You're going to turn red. You're going to die. You're going to this, that, no. Commander General Hunter is a false prophet. Oh, they really did it this time. I can't believe Meanwhile, who in the hell died from the goddamn vaccination? Right. You see what I'm saying? Who in the hell is you know what I'm saying, suffering from taking the goddamn vaccination now? Nobody. You get my point? Right. Once again, Commander General Hunter words hold weight, because he a prophet of the Lord. Everybody understand? Where we at? Y'all done?
I got the precept you was talking about with Father Lives.
Yeah.
Come on. John chapter 8 and verse 44. Got it, Akim?
Come.
Ye are of your father, the devil.
Hold on one second, brother.
Come.
Okay, read that.
Come.
Uh-huh.
Ye are of your father, the devil,
Mm-hmm.
and the lust of your father ye will do.
Mm-hmm.
He was a murderer from the beginning.
He was a what?
A murderer from the beginning.
Nah, you ain't got to keep wondering why cops, you know what I'm saying, is murdering black and Hispanic men in the street. You understand? This man, our oppressor, has been a murderer from his very inception in the earth.
Right.
Read.
And abode not in the truth.
He what?
Abode not in the truth.
Right. Ain't no way. This is a good cut to show you can't no white person be in the truth. You understand that? Like even the thought of it is insanity. Read.
Because there is no truth in him.
There's no what?
No truth in him.
The kindest, nicest white person gonna tell you, man, listen, this is all love. Why we got to fight? Why don't we all come together? That goes against what the Bible says. They could be, I'm telling you, they could be as nice and all that. All I want from the so-called white man, I work my 8 hours every day. Listen, I want my check at the end of the week. He got his name on there, man. Give me my check, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to no bar with you, having no drink, talking about the Cubs, going back to the World Series. Or yeah, we got a black quarterback in Chicago, you know what I'm saying, who looking like a killer right now. That I say I think we're going all the way to the Super Bowl. But that's my opinion. Okay, one team I can tell you I know we're gonna beat is the Vikings. Okay. I know we're gonna beat y'all.
Was that a shot cap?
Yeah, you know it was a shot.
Mike don't know.
Yeah, that's what team I know we're gonna beat. But that is number one. Chicago was such a racist city. I can't even believe they drafted a black quarterback. That's number one. Number two. You know what I'm saying? Now the white man, he looking at you at work and we're like, man, you big robust man, come here. If you want to go watch the Bears, I got 2 tickets. Man, I'm not going nowhere with you, man.
Right.
Okay? That white man, you go to that football game with that white man, and after that game over, he gonna tell you, let's get a beer, and that beer gonna be contaminated. Okay? You gonna be sitting somewhere knocked out, wake up, and Chainsaw Massacre gonna be going on. You gonna be in somebody's basement like this. What the hell going on? Tom, what's going on? This is what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be hearing, you know what you're gonna hear in the back, rock and roll playing. You know what I'm saying? Now it's time to chop it in pieces. All right. Go ahead, now.
When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own.
He what?
He speaketh of his own.
Right. Yeah. And what does that mean? When he speaks of a lie, he speaks of his own. How do you break that down? What is the job of the devil? What's the job of? Go ahead.
To deceive.
So when it says he speaks of a lie, he speaks of his own. How can you break that down? Go ahead.
Like I said, when he's speaking a lie, he talking about himself. When he's actually telling you what to do, it's deception. When he's speaking about what he's actually going to do, what he's doing to you.
Right. Here's what it means. What he tell you, the white man gonna tell you that what he says is basically it comes from the Lord. Right. The white man don't speak for the Lord. He don't speak for the Most High. You understand? When he speak of a lie, this is something that he comes up with. It ain't what thus saith the Lord. It's what he wants you to know. Everybody understand? That's why Eve got deceived in the very beginning. That ain't what the Most High wanted Eve to know. You understand? What was Eve supposed to do? Y'all done?
Follow the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High.
Who did she learn that from?
Her husband.
Adam. Adam had already, because she remember now in the Genesis, she told we ain't supposed to even eat of that.
Right.
The white man, the oppressor told her, no, ain't nothing gonna happen to you if you do that. You understand? When you read that whole book, Genesis, you understand with the serpent and Eve, what you reading is your whole life and experience here in America. You understand? What do I mean by that? Because the white man got your woman, that's the reason why you're on the bottom. Right. Yeah, the Taliban just proved that. The Taliban been opposition against America for 20 years. They didn't take America over and kick him out of the country until the women said they're gonna join the man. That's why you can't get out of. You can't get out of here. You think you just gonna get out of hell with just nothing but men and no support from the women? The women, the one got to birth the damn soldiers. You know what I mean, right. Where you think you going without the woman? It's just like the women. Where you think you going out without the black man? And this is the one that's been born to protect you, born to fight for you. Right. You see what I'm saying? You think we getting out of this hell without each other, that's insanity.
Right.
You understand? Carl Carr.
What you bringing out is so heavy, sir, because what the Western news is doing is trying to make you think
Yeah.
they women not with them.
Yeah. That's what they want you. They take a few little women, you know what I'm saying, that they and then Americanize, put them on TV and say, yeah, we don't want to be with the Taliban. We don't. But meanwhile, the women who is with the Taliban, you think they gonna put them on TV? Nah, hell no, they ain't gonna put them on TV. They gonna be like, hey, we glad that the devil was gone.
Right.
We got our country. They ain't gonna put them on TV. It's called propaganda, man. You can't believe every goddamn thing that they put on the damn news. Everybody understand?
God.
Go ahead.
So like as I was watching the news yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
the American news said that the Taliban are over there making all the women their wives.
Yeah, I'm sure. I damn want to get the Taliban a hand for that one. Get the Taliban a hand. Goddamn. Slug it, gentlemen. Everybody understand. They doing what they supposed to do. That sounds like the UPK, don't it? All y'all doing is, you know, just taking women and making them what y'all wives. Yeah, pretty much. You know, brothers getting 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 in here, and that's how we gonna get the kingdom of heaven. Get the Most High hand. But see, a carnal person gonna look and say that we getting 4 and 5 and 6 women just to fulfill our lust. You see what I'm saying? That's what they think, right? Meanwhile, we getting 4 and 5 women to build a goddamn kingdom,
Right.
because this sister over here, she got resources. This sister over here, she got resources. This one got a resource. So now you got 5 sisters putting all their resources into one man. What you think that one man gonna become? Powerful as hell. You see what I'm saying? He gonna be a unstoppable. Just one man, just one, gonna be an unstoppable force. Now you take one man that's gonna become an unstoppable force, and then he's gonna combine himself with 30 other niggas that's gonna be an unstoppable force. Now you what? Now you got 60 unstoppable forces in the earth working together, fighting against this so-called beast that we got to fight against.
Right.
That's what it's all. Marriage ain't just about sex. Now sex is one of the things that come along with it. You get my point? But you got to think. You stop thinking carnally about the situation.
Right.
Lamont.
I'm saying that after that, with 60 strong niggas, 20, 30 years later, they have a whole army.
This one man get 5 women. How many seeds can he produce? Gideon. Y'all see what Gideon did? Gideon was a killer. He was a soldier. Gideon had 70 kids. You get my point? We going back to that.
Right.
Give Gideon a hand, goddamn. Gideon was tearing up me. He killing and tearing up me. Killing, tearing up me. Tearing up me, killing, tearing. That's a song right there. It's like. Go on.
It's like the one he almost took Abraham's title, Father of Many Nations.
Father, damn right. That's the whole point. All right, let's go. Where we at now? Any more on that, y'all down?
It's just a little bit.
Go ahead, finish that up.
For he is a liar.
He is a what?
He is a liar.
Go ahead.
And the father of it.
And the what?
And the father of it.
Everybody understand. You can drop that, you know what I'm saying? Now, play the other video for me of the one where it's telling you who the allies is to Afghanistan. Go ahead, y'all down.
So like you said, another thing too, what you were saying about the wives too,
Mm-hmm.
they always bring up the lustful part of it and the carnal part of it, but they never talk about the responsibility that comes with dealing with with the whole thing.
Well, every man is allowed a piece of carnality, right? You know what I'm saying? You know, you meaning when I say that, meaning this, you know, a brother like fried chicken. You understand? That's to satisfy his flesh. Yeah, it ain't to satisfy his spirit, but to satisfy his flesh. A brother gonna like fried chicken. Some brothers like steaks. You know, that's carnal. You understand? Now, when it comes to women, a brother see a woman that's attracted to him. You see what I'm saying? He's looking at it and saying, this is a woman that I can potentially want to have sex with. I'm just telling you what's natural, right? But you got to be both. You got the carnality, you know what I'm saying, is one part, but the other part is the spiritual. Meaning you got to look at this and say, okay, this is a bad sister here. You understand? Pretty, all that, body bang, whatever, right? Mm-hmm. But then you also got to be able to tap in and say, okay, well, let me see where a mind is at.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's why a 6-month rule was in place. You see what I'm saying? Because a woman gonna show you what she is within that time. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta not be so carnal and pay attention to the warning signs. Yeah, in that 6 months, she gonna give you some warning signs. You just like you put up just like a stop sign or a stoplight. She's telling you, I'm not gonna make a good wife. You have a I don't give a damn about none of that. I'm going to make you be what you are. You see what I'm saying? Like she telling you, like, man, I want we've been talking. She pay tithes. She'll tell you, I'm not paying tithes. That's your thing there. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? You like, phew, yeah, I don't care. You so bad, I don't care about you paying tithes. I don't care about you not keeping the law. And you go and marry the broad anyway. That means you're carnal.
Right.
That means you don't care. You're not spiritual at all. You're just looking at the beauty and you're not paying attention to the spirit of this sister. You see what I'm saying? You ask the sister, man, listen, we ain't had sex. I'm feeling you. You digging me. Why don't you come? We passing out clothes and food at the school. Would you want to participate in that? No, I'm not doing that. And then you still go marry the bitch anyway. Like she's telling you she is a monster, and you just going past all the warning signs. Like a real sister, if you just mention, yeah, we having a clothes and food drive. A real sister, you ain't gonna even have to ask. She was like, oh, can I be a part of that? Can I involve myself in that? That's what you want. Not somebody who you tugging and fighting to try to, to do something righteous. You understand? I'm telling you, you better take this and understand this. You are a carnal man. You are carnal. You are flesh. The one thing you don't want to do when you be in the truth, don't come in here pump faking like you a man of the Lord, and then when you walk out that door, you something totally different. Because you're going to be found out. Right. You know you are. I'm telling you this because this school has been this way since 1969. Right. And you cannot hide who you really are. It's going to come out. Everybody understand? All right. Ramawan.
So I just wanted to, before we get off the subject, with America and the Taliban, I wanted to see if I could use this in my camp.
Go ahead. We ain't getting off that. We just going to another. We're gonna show you who the allies is to the Taliban. Go ahead, Ramawan.
Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12 and verse 16.
Go ahead, read that.
An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw.
Oh, Salaki, what you say? Ecclesiasticus what?
Ecclesiasticus 12 and 16, sir.
Now, here's another thing that I want to bring out before you read that, right? Now, when you breaking these scriptures down, this edification is really meant for blacks and Hispanics and Native American Indians, right? We showing them like, man, you see how they did the Afghanistani people, man, they've been doing that to us forever. Why can't we come together like the Afghanistani people have come together? Right. That's the whole point of even going into this, because to be honest with you, I could care less about Afghanistan getting their country back. Right. I ain't got mine. I could care less. I could care less about them cats that fell off the plane. I don't give a damn. Right. Yeah, everybody understand? Now, if Israelite was on there, that's what I care about, but not no goddamn stinking heathens out. Right. Now, here's the key. All those people that's on the see if you can pull up the picture of all the Afghanistani people who were inside the plane. Okay? See if you can pull that. Read this, Ramawan.
This is Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12, verse 16.
Go ahead, brother.
An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit.
Read that again.
An enemy speaketh,
what?
An enemy.
What?
An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit.
Everybody understand. You understand? Like this man, that's what it kicked off with saying an enemy. You understand? The people that oppress us in America is our enemy. It is not our neighbor. Christians still believe that, no matter what race you are, that means that this person is your neighbor. Everybody understand? So that's far from the truth. Any more on that? Go ahead, brother.
He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood.
He what?
He will not be satisfied with blood.
What does that part mean? Y'all done?
If he get the opportunity, he gonna kill you.
Yeah, and he would not be satisfied with blood. You understand? Meaning you can give your life for this man. He's not going. That's not going to satisfy him because you didn't get you. We went and fought for America, gave our life for this place. You know what I'm saying? The people who went and fought for America knew they was gonna die, right? But they went and fought for America. Black men and Hispanic men, Native American Indian men went to go fight for America because they believed that by them fighting, that would be a better future for all of us.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Meanwhile, and what the blood shit, the blood that our brother shed, it didn't suffice the so-called white man. Maya.
So if I may, what you're bringing up is so heavy. I have a brother, a friend of mine from high school, and he went into the military. He went over there and fought in Afghanistan. Like he retired from the military, so he was there 20-something years. And when the article came out about what's going on over there, he posted up this real sad post, like, 20 years, all the bloodshed and tears, all the brothers and sisters and friends that I lost, and all the bloodshed and all of this and all of that.
Yeah.
20 years wasted down the drain for nothing. We did all that fighting for nothing. Like, this brother really, he hurt right now. You know what I mean? Because he believed in the military, and he believed in what they did, that he thought they were free in Afghanistan.
There you go.
And now his poster said all that 20 years of bloodshed and lives lost.
Yeah.
For nothing.
For nothing. And listen, your leader is the one convince you that going to fight for the so-called white man might be the wise thing to do. Right. When meanwhile, they try to demonize black men in America like we lazy, shiftless, don't want to do nothing. But meanwhile, we went and fought all these wars, and when we came back, couldn't get a job.
Right.
Could you imagine that you went over there and seen your comrades die, drop dead in front of you? Like, if you imagine that, a brother who you love, you didn't went through training with, he dropped dead right in front of you. It ain't like you can cry over him. Right. You got to keep fighting. But once you stop fighting, you're going to think about all the cats that you knew that dropped dead on the side of you. That's why cats be suffering, what is it called when they come back over here? PSD? PTSD. They come back and all that, they be having all that stress in their head from what happened over in the warfare. Now, could you imagine that you fight this war for this country, come back over here, and still get treated like a third class? They say a second class, but a third class citizen. Right. Not only do you do that, you come back over here, you fought a war, and you can't get a job. You see what I'm saying? You like the military people supposed to be at it. They fought wars. They supposed to come over here and get work. And then you wonder why so many black men is walking around just out of their mind. Right. Like a lot of these homeless cats that you see is because their country, you know what I'm saying, betrayed them. Right. These cats, that's why when you run across a brother who begging for change and look like he ain't got nothing, all that, man, you don't know what the hell that brother went through. Right. Don't be sitting there talking about, I ain't giving this cat no money because I don't know what the hell he gonna go do with that. That ain't your business to know that. If he go get some drugs with it, man, that's his business. All right? You understand? He in hell. Why you think he getting high? The man that lost his family, couldn't get a job, you know what I'm saying, been demonized, everything in the world, been having the black man is the #1 victim on the planet Earth. That's right. That's what you are. You are a victim, you know what I'm saying, of white supremacy, like something. They think they victims. They ain't been through what we've been through. Right. Everybody understand? Now, y'all see this picture here? Look at that. Right. They could have put some more people on there, couldn't they? Now the white man the devil, man. Look how big that plane is. All them people he left behind, he could have put them on there. Made like a little second floor there or something. He stuffed us on the slave ship, but now he can't stuff the Afghanistani. Right. Now I got news for you, right? Y'all see all them Afghanistani people? Where you think they coming to? Where they coming? The one?
They coming to the hood.
Yeah. I got news for you. Right? Before you sit there, you black people who ready to cry tears for the Afghanistan and look at all them people on the plane and all that, the white man is bringing those people there to America. That's #1. They landed on American soil. After they land on that American soil, where they going next? Y'all done?
Taking over your neighborhood.
Yeah, them is your people. You take a good look at them now. Take a good look at Hajib and all them different names. Them is your next gas station owners.
Right.
A warrior?
They J&J owners.
Yeah, J&J. J Chicken and Fish. Right. That's gonna be who gonna be serving you chicken. These the people who gonna be giving you gas. This is the people who gonna be owning your liquor stores right there. This is where they coming to. You think the white man bringing them to America and they just gonna be walking around without jobs? No, he bringing them here to oppress you. Everybody understand that? A Roman one.
Lock it if I could. How many of them are out of Taliban? How many of them gonna come over here to be even, more of a burden than they was over there? Right?
That's the white man problem. Well, I don't give a damn about him being no Taliban. He can strap bombs on him and all that. The Taliban, they focus ain't on us. They look at us and say, y'all not even in the race. We trying to battle this beast here. You understand? They ain't worried about us. They come here and just make their money off of us and shalom. But the Taliban who got strapping bombs to them and all that, Esau need to worry about that. A warrior.
That's like it, sir. What's so heavy about it is they trying to build a wall for our brothers and not let them come to their land. That's rightful their land.
They land, real
and
talk.
they're bringing them over
Get a brother a hand.
And they say nothing about legal immigration or nothing.
Right.
They gonna probably have they citizenship in probably less than a year.
Yeah. Now, ain't that something? The brother just brought out a heavy point. Now, you got to bring that out of their camp.
Right.
They bringing all them Afghanistani people to America. Meanwhile, where they papers at? They always asking Issachar, you know what I'm saying, and the so-called tribes about paperwork to be in America and sending them back to their country. Well, why you bringing these people over here?
Right.
And it's not even their land. Everybody understand? So, all right. Give me show me the other article real fast. So y'all want to make sure y'all bring these different things out at the camp.
Oh, you want the article or the video first?
They got a video on.
Go on, sir.
Yeah, I guess you can play the video first. Also, too, stop that. Let's not forget Haiti. Haiti too. We want to touch on that as well. All these different things that you see going on in the earth, you know what I'm saying. Even this here, all this has to do with the return of Christ.
Right.
You understand? You can go to the article. It just look like they just showing stuff here.
Russia, China, Iran, Pakistan extend hands to Taliban now.
First, tell them what media outlet this is coming from.
Oh, sir. This is coming from Newsweek.
Right. This is news. News come from Newsweek. Everybody heard of Newsweek. This is a legitimate source. All right. Read it again.
This is Newsweek. Russia, China, Iran, Pakistan.
This is key because a lot of times, I hate to stop you, Kwan, but a lot of times you got to just check the source and who it's coming from. You know what I'm saying? You might be reading a source out there. It's not even a real newspaper. It might be called, Mickey Jim Shoe. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, you reading the report. Oh, look at this. The Taliban and Russia, they just gave them some weapons. Meanwhile, this is not even real. Okay, so pay attention. Go ahead, brother.
This is Newsweek. Russia, China, Iran, Pakistan extend hands to Taliban now in control of Afghanistan.
They got all the Afghanistan, Pakistan, Chakistan.
All stands.
Right, all stands. We get the stand point now. Read it from the top one more time, Kawan.
Come on, sir. I'll go back up top.
No sweat.
Russia, China, Iran, Pakistan extend hands to Taliban now in control of Afghanistan.
Everybody understand? Now we getting into the major players in the Third World War. Iran is a major player. Everybody understand? Russia, y'all know they're a major player. Who else? China. These are all major players. And Pakistan used to be with the U.S., right? Now they not a part of the U.S. no more. They rolling with these countries. And this is all heavy because, go ahead,
I was about to say, so like I say, it's just a matter of time for North Korea to go and join with.
Yeah, absolutely.
North Korea don't like it.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So now, why is that key? Because Pakistan and Afghanistan border what country? I belong.
Slice, I believe it's India.
Saudi Arabia. Okay, Saudi Arabia. Commander General Hunter told you this a long time ago. When you see Saudi Arabia get invaded, brother, you better start. You better come to this. Well, we ain't got no canned goods in here now, but you better go ahead and get your canned goods game up. You better get your water. Get you some water. Get like y'all worried about the coronavirus. You know what I'm saying? Going there emptying water, talking about the virus. Once this third world war kick off, that's when, you know what I'm saying, you better get prepared and be ready. You know what I'm saying? And really start doing things necessary just in case this place shut down, because it's going to shut down. Yeah, everybody understand? They telling you, these countries here, they back Afghanistan. I got news for you. They been backing them. How in the hell you think they was able to push the America out of the goddamn country on their own? They ain't been able to do it for 20 years. Why all of a sudden are they able to do it now? Because of the support of China, Russia, and whoever, and Iran. You some countries that are in direct opposition against the United States of America. All right, you want to read the article?
Come.
Go ahead,
As the Taliban's takeover of Afghanistan shakes the international community's commitment.
As it does what?
Shakes the international community. As the Taliban's takeover of Afghanistan shakes the international community.
It shook the international community, meaning the countries who all had investments, you know what I'm saying, in Afghanistan, now, you know what I'm saying, they don't. Right. All right, read on.
Commitment to the country. Regional powers.
What?
Regional powers. Russia, China, Iran, and Pakistan continue to maintain their embassies in Kabul while expressing their willingness to work with its new leaders.
Everybody understand? This is some real soldier stuff going on right here. Now, and they ain't just tell you, these ain't just countries that's powerful. These is regional powers. You understand? Meaning they power extend beyond their country. You know what I'm saying? And all of them have come together. Their embassies is still there. America, they had to get the hell out of there. Everybody understand? Read on.
Just as the Taliban was getting settled in the capital, Russian ambassador to Afghanistan, Dmitry,
say his name the best you can.
Dmitry Zernov met with the group on Tuesday to discuss embassy security. Following his talks, he spoke highly of a group he said was conducting itself in a responsible and civilized manner. Since its largely peaceful capture of Kabul, they want to be sure there will be no provocations to avoid shooting.
What does that mean? What he just said. Read it one more time. That part, Kwan. What it was said about the peace.
Following his talk, he spoke highly of a group he said will be conducting itself in a responsible and civilized manner with the capture of Kabul. They want to be sure there will be no provocations to avoid shooting, he said in an interview.
Read on.
Because practically everyone possesses weapons, even teenagers.
Everybody understand. Meaning the people, the Taliban that took over their country, they ain't just gonna be running around like madmen killing people. They holding themselves, and they want, like the Russian leader, he want the world to know that these guys is handling themselves like professionals. Right. They worthy to take over their country, right? Support from allies, you know what I'm saying? We don't, of course, the only ally we need is the Most High. That's right. You see what I'm saying? But these other countries getting support, you know what I'm saying, and having allies with other countries, they need that. Like in the Russian news ain't pumping out what the American news pumping out. Right. Russia allies with these cats, so what they getting pumped out into their country is to convince the Russian people that these people this is a country that we need to support. That's once again, everybody is getting they pieces together for the Third World War. They know they going to war. They know that it is inevitable, you know what I'm saying, that these countries, you know what I'm saying, are going to war. And you see where it's centered at right here. Where is it centered at? Middle East. That's right. You understand? Somebody get the scripture for me where it say the land of Jehoshaphat. Also give me the one about Russia where the Lord say he gonna turn back the hooks or whatever. People thought that Russia and America was gonna come together and be allies or whatever the case may be, and that's not the case. Hold that scripture, y'all down. Finish what you got, Kawan. Any more on that?
Sir. It looks like they are afraid. It looks like they are afraid that should anything happen now through their fault, that may cast a shadow on them as masters of the situation.
Yeah, they letting everybody know, like, man, anybody that you see get killed is because they wanted to get killed. It ain't because we going out there just shooting and killing Afghanistani people. Anybody get killed is because they came up against the authority of the government. Right. That's what they letting you know. They setting a precedence about what's about to go on. Any more on that? Let me get some more strength if I could.
Sir, some more. We are convinced and have known that for quite a long time, that only, as they say, an inclusive dialogue informing all key forces can serve as a step towards normalization of the situation in Afghanistan. Russia turns towards accepting the Taliban's legitimacy, comes after its own difficult history in Afghanistan, and in 1979, the Soviet Union entered into a decade-long war in hopes of saving a cabal-based communist administration.
Yeah, they used to be at war with Afghanistan. Now they allies. Once again, don't forget the Russians is the white man as well.
That's right.
They ain't allies with the Afghanistani people because they want them to take over the earth. The Russians is trying to race with America to be the top white man in the earth.
Oh,
right?
God.
You could drop that, Kawan. Give me the scriptures I'll call for. So basically, you know what I'm saying, these countries, Russia, China, Iran, you know what I'm saying, Pakistan, they, you know what I'm saying, they showing they support, you know what I'm saying, for Afghanistan, which means now that support that they're getting makes them strong, God. Because these countries that we just mentioned, they got nuclear weapons.
Right.
You know Russia got nuclear weapons. Guess who else got nuclear weapons? You're gonna be shocked. Pakistan. Pakistan got nuclear weapons out. You understand? You know Iran, I don't know if they got it yet, but they working on one. You know what I'm saying? So they about to have it. And I ain't got to tell you about China. China, just a month ago, we just did a story in class where they was basically speaking vehemently against the United States of America. Right? That's the whole part. Give me where Christ said you should hear wars and rumors of wars. Rumors of war is having two countries having war of words, showing they dislike for one another. Right? Eventually, words turn into what? Actual war. Right. Just like anybody, you fighting. You know what I'm saying? Y'all talking, and then you end up throwing blows. All right. Rumor one.
I got wars and rumors of war.
Okay, give me the one I called for first. Okay. Go down. Tell everybody where you at.
Come. Joel chapter 3 and verse 1.
Hold on, let me get that with you. Let's get these precepts together.
Joel chapter 3 and verse 1. Got it, Akim?
This is what we gonna for camp. Hold on, let y'all down. Go ahead, brother.
Khan.
Mm-hmm.
Joel chapter 3 and verse 1. Mm-hmm. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem.
Subject matter. What is this talking about? Of my yard?
So like it, sir, now, like this point in history of once we went back into captivity and we stayed in captivity before Christ.
Too much. Okay. Rumor one.
Is this talking about in those times when Christ is about to return?
Yeah, when he say bring again the captivity, what does that part mean right there? Y'all were done?
So like it says, this is the prophecy being fulfilled from Deuteronomy,
No, that's why I want y'all. That's why we read it. Go ahead, come on.
The Lord's gonna bring Israel, and the Lord's gonna bring us out of captivity.
He's bringing us out of captivity. It say bring like he bringing us into captivity, but it's actually talking about bringing you out of captivity. You understand? Read it one more time.
Khan. For behold, in those days, and in that time.
So the Lord's saying in those days, meaning okay, this is something that's gonna come to pass, right? Read.
Khan. And in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem.
Meaning when the Lord going to start to bring, you understand, these 12 tribes out of captivity, this is what's going to be going on when I'm starting to do that, right? Then the Lord is starting to do that. He's starting to bring us up out of captivity now. How's he doing it? Mariah.
By raising brothers and sisters.
Right. You understand? Give them a hand. You understand? But you want to be more strong on it by raising up the ISUPK.
That's right.
You understand? You got to be stronger than raising up brothers and sisters, because people going to think that you can go to anywhere, you know what I'm saying, to get up out of this captivity. Right. It ain't but one place that you get up out of this captivity. That's 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. You understand? Under commanding General Yohana.
That's right.
You understand? Like the Lord is doing that now. That's why you see we got schools all over America, schools outside of America, because the Lord has now decided that this is the time He's going to wake His people up, you know what I'm saying, and start to bring us out of the captivity. The first part of you getting out of captivity, it ain't just you just leaving your slavery. You got to get out of your captivity where first? Y'all done.
In your mind.
In your mind first. You got to show the Lord that we got to at least show the Most High that we don't want to be a slave. Like, you think the Lord going to bring you out to bring a bunch of house niggas out of captivity? So you bring a house nigga out of captivity, he going to go walk right back into the captivity.
Right.
The Lord bring in brothers and sisters out of captivity who don't want to be in slavery no more. Right. That's what you just seen happen with Afghanistan. They don't want to be subservient to America. You understand? Which is why they took back their country. Right. Which is why they ran them out of the country. Everybody understand? Which is why they gonna kill the traitors who came up against them and in their plight to take back their country. Right. I got news for blacks and Hispanics and Native American Indians. Anybody that is in opposition against 1 West, you're going to die here in America. That's you're going to die for being a traitor. You're going to die for not listening to the prophets. You come in here, be a prophet of the Lord, and lead the school, you're going to die in a car accident. You're going to get shot in the head. You're a prisoner in here. You better listen to the words that I'm telling you. You think you're going to come in here and get oil poured on your head and just say, I'm leaving. Yeah, okay. Okay. You're in here now, Ash. You understand? You in a cult. That's what you in. I got news for you, and I'm a cult leader.
That's right.
Everybody understand? I'm a cult leader that like to drink Coke 45. All right, so let's go. Read on.
I will also gather all nations and bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat.
I'm gonna bring what?
And will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat.
The Lord say, when I start to bring Israel out of captivity, I'm gonna be doing 2 things at one time. Not only am I gonna be bringing y'all out of captivity through class, teaching, and all that, I'm gonna be gathering all nations down in the land of Jehoshaphat, which is in the Middle East, which is where everybody is at. Because what in the hell is Russia doing over in the Middle East? Right. Why is America, even though America left Afghanistan, they still in the Middle East. Right. They in Saudi Arabia. They run Saudi Arabia because all that goddamn, no country pumps out more oil than Saudi Arabia. Right. You understand? Right. Which is why eventually Saudi Arabia is going to get invaded, because even the whole dollar is based off oil. You run the oil on this earth, that's what the American dollar is backed off of. One of the things it's backed off is the oil. Everybody understand? Oh, the other thing that the American dollar is backed off is what? Who knows? Kawan?
Us.
That slaves for sure. Oil.
The military might.
The military might, but if you look it up, it'll tell you, Kaya?
Slice, is it gold?
No, because they say so. You can look at you, but I'm telling you, now that's some gangster shit there. Y'all think America ain't gangster. You look it up. American dollar is backed off word of mouth because they say so. Like, what you think, Revelation? You trying to tell me this Bible ain't real? It's because they tell you that dollar right there is valuable. Right. Well, why I got to? Because I say, now you want to live or die. You see, I'm telling you that my dollar is the strongest. Now do something about it.
Right.
That's gangster shit out there. That's how the earth get ran. You understand? Even the more, but there's nobody more. I'm coming to you, Yardan. There's nobody more of a gangster than the Most High. They tell you what you think. They tell you what's sitting around the Most High throne. You see, that ain't no nice man there. Everybody understand? That is a killer, right? What the Lord care about killing you means absolutely nothing to prove his point. So the white man is the gangster in the earth. The Most High is a little bit more gangster than him. Sis?
Where can you read about what's around the Most High?
So can somebody get that the precept for that? Kawan. Slocky, Yardan had his hand up. Yardan?
Slocky, I was just going to say how heavy what you was bringing out about the dollar and just being about word of mouth, because the dollar lost its gold standard in the early 1900s.
There you go.
But at the same time, when it comes down to other trades with the allies, if somebody tries to like take the pound or the yen, you know what I'm saying, to set up the American dollar, you know what I'm saying, then America is J down.
Yeah, real talk. But it really is that oil. Just think about how many things it run off of oil. Like if America can't, if countries can't get oil, where they planes going to fight the war?
Right.
Where that plane? It ain't going nowhere. You see what I'm saying? Where your car's going, huh? You gonna be able to heat your house? There's so many things that oil is used for. That every day that we use. That if you take away the oil, you're gonna be damn. You're gonna be like, well, goddamn. So them countries is eventually gonna raid Saudi Arabia, so they can become what? Number one superpower in the earth. They want their dollar to be number one. You understand? So they're gonna go into Saudi Arabia. Y'all done?
It's like I wanted to ask a question about the whole, the whole solar energy push. So do you think this is because of the power that still lies in Saudi Arabia?
Yeah. The whole solar thing is because if the oil, if it ever be an issue with the oil, so they can still have things that function off of solar power. You get my point? Go ahead, y'all done.
Because the car industry is leaning more towards making different cars.
Right. But it's more expensive though. You see what I'm saying? Now when you go that route, now it's just gonna be more expensive to make cars and all that and all those different things. You understand? All right. Read on with Joel.
Khan. And I will gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat.
The Lord gonna gather all nations by allies. That's how all nations gonna be there. Read.
And will plead with them.
And what?
And will plead with them.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, my people,
mm-hmm.
and for my heritage, Israel.
Mm-hmm. How's the Lord gonna plead with them? How's he gonna do it? A rum?
Through war.
Through war.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, the Most High is a strategist. You see what I'm saying? He gonna these nations. The first thing he gonna make these nations do that we gonna have in slavery one day is he gonna make them fight against each other.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like you ain't never seen a old mob movie where this mob boss he causes this mob boss and that mob boss to fight one another to weaken each other. Then he just come right in and take over. Go ahead.
I could have happened the same thing with the story of Gideon.
Mm-hmm.
He had all those men with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They blew the trumpets, and like all the nations, they was fighting each other. They thought they was fighting with Israel. But
there
really,
you go.
Israel was on the sidelines doing nothing, chilling.
Yeah, all we got to be while they over there gearing for Third World War, all we got to do is be coming in here and teaching. You see what I'm saying? Teaching and breaking down scriptures, going on the streets, building signs, buying vans. You understand? Representing our culture. You got to, you know what I'm saying? That's your job right there. You gonna go to war one day too. I know a lot of y'all want to fight. You know what I'm saying? Shoot and kill people and all in the head and all that. You see what I'm saying? Your day is coming. You know, I would love to like he ready to go out and kill a lot of people out. You look like a serial killer. He do got a serial killer though, dog. So like, anyway, but. You know what I'm saying? Your day is coming for that. Everybody understand? Now, here's the sad part. That's why last week I went over through much wisdom is much grief. When America eventually goes and fights this Third World War, you going over there to fight for them. That's what you don't understand. They're going to reinstitute the draft. Our sons and daughters they going over into the Middle East. So what does that mean? All the black people that went and joined the white man military, they're gonna be the first one to go. But how did they lure you in? Oh, you can get an education. Oh, you can get money. This so and so and so forth. Yeah, I hear you. You understand, when you over there in that damn Middle East, you know what I'm saying, and them damn bombs and guns and the lasers flying past your head, you gonna say, well, I don't know if that was the wisest thing to do. You know what I'm saying? My uncle told me not to join the military, but I'm here now. Everybody understand? You see your partner's head get decapitated from a shotgun blast or AK, and then you gonna know it's real. Everybody understand? All right, read on.
Whom they will scatter, whom they have scattered among the nations.
All of this war has to happen in the earth because all this has to do with freeing you. Now, most people they ain't looking at it like that, but the Lord is showing you what's going on. This war that's about to happen in the Middle East, what you see Afghanistan taking back their country and all this stuff has to do with him freeing you.
Right.
Read on.
Kalawakan, and parted my land.
And did what?
And parted my land.
What does that part mean? Part of the Lord's land. A warrior?
Like Israeli and Palestine.
Yeah, not just that. All is a twofold. Not just part of that ain't the land. When the Lord say just part of the land, it ain't just the land itself. Also the people. You see what I'm saying? The Spanish and the conquistadors said, well, we're gonna take this sector of the Trail tribes. The English said, well, we're gonna take Judah and Benjamin. You see what I'm saying? What France say, oh, so we're gonna take the tribe of Levi. You see what I'm saying? Like, they fight against each other, but they also allies, and they decided, you know what I'm saying, on what different tribes that they was gonna sect up and divide. Right. That's what the Lord say. That's how you do a damn, some animals out. You know what I'm saying? They have treated us like we are not even people. Meanwhile, we the people of the Lord.
Right.
Everybody understand? Read on.
And they have cast lots for my people.
What I just tell you. You see what I'm saying? I just told you that. Read.
And have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink.
That they what?
That they might drink.
Everybody understand. They didn't treated us like we were merchandise. Sold our children for wine. Sold our sons for guns. You see what I'm saying? And for gold. This is how they treated us.
Right.
The Most High has not forgot that. Drop that. Give me the other scripture that I called for. You good?
Come on, sir. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 38, verse 4. And I will turn thee back.
Matter of fact, go back to Joel. There's some heavy stuff in here I want to go to.
Come on.
Go ahead. Read on.
And Joel, sir?
Yeah, Joel 3 and 4.
Come on, the book of Joel, chapter 3 and verse 4.
Go ahead.
Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine?
Go ahead.
Will ye render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head?
Most High is a gangster. You understand? Lord saying, well, I'm gonna deal with you. So are you gonna render me a recompense? Are you gonna do something to me? Right. And if you do something to me, I'm gonna bring it back swiftly on your head. Like, this is the God that you serve here. This is the God I like to serve. I like that gangster talk. You understand? Go ahead.
What, you gonna try to correct me?
Yeah.
I'm show you what correction is. What really is.
You're a warrior here, man. The Most High is a shit talker. I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorite players of all time was Gary Payton because he talked so much trash. Right. I mean, he used to talk trash to Jordan. You know, he even had Jordan looking at him like, man, this nigga's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the Most High. Read on.
Okay, verse 5.
Go ahead.
Because ye have taken my silver and my gold.
Because you have what?
Taken my silver and my gold. And have carried into your temple my goodly, pleasant things.
What does that mean right there? Kawan?
It's talking about the Ark of the Covenant. When the
no, that ain't what it's talking about.
It's like I meant to say the Ark of Titus.
Nope, not here. Go ahead.
So he's talking about us.
He's talking about us. He's comparing us to gold you know what I'm saying, and the silver. You know what I'm saying? The Lord don't give a damn about, you know, the Esau taking no gold and silver, you know what I'm saying? That he don't care about. But when in this verse here, he's talking about you. Remember, you know what I'm saying, the precept. The men of Israel are more comparable to fine gold. Yeah, you understand? So read it one more time.
Because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temple my goodly, pleasant things.
You understand? Meaning you didn't took these things and put it in your and what's the word I'm looking for? No, if you take something and you didn't took it and put it in your possession, you didn't took my goodly and pleasant things. The warrior.
So you know that excerpt that you know Hitler had put, like he stole the Lord's jewels.
Yeah,
when he's talking about us, you know?
We don't know if it's legitimate, but yeah, they said he did say it. You get my point? Read on.
Verse 6. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians.
How you did what?
Have ye sold unto the Grecians.
Everybody understand that. Read on.
That ye might remove them far from their border.
That you might what?
Remove them far from their border.
Brother, you trust me, you did far from your border. You understand? Read on.
Verse 7. Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them.
Now we getting into it. The Lord said what?
I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them.
What does that mean? I will raise them out of the place that you have sold them. A warrior.
Zephaniah 2:1. He gonna gather us together, and we gonna get up out of here.
Yeah, the Lord gonna raise you. This how the Lord. How do you raise a child? How do you raise a child to become an adult, a good and healthy, responsible adult? Go ahead.
Isaiah 3:12, raise up a child.
Which means what you're doing? What? Teaching. That's what the word you need. The Lord. Read that part again.
Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them.
Go ahead.
And will return your recompense upon your own head.
Everybody understand. You understand? The Lord is going to raise us up out of this place. He raises us by us being taught these things. This is how we change. This is how a person get the Holy Spirit. You understand? By being taught. Imagine if you was taught the law, statutes, and commandments from when you were a child. You'd have had the Holy Spirit a long time ago with you. Now you just not getting it as a man. It's something that you should have had as a child. You should have known as a child not to get high, not to smoke, not to, you know what I'm saying, to be in business, involve yourself in business that don't concern you. You see what I'm saying? Not to be a thief, not to be a liar, not to sleep with white women. You understand? Not to put trees in your house. These are things that you should have had been taught from birth. But we've been in captivity for so goddamn long, God, that we are just now shaking the dust off our head. But it's a beautiful and glorious thing, brother. You understand? To see what is taking place in this earth. Because as you see them nations and they, brother, you see what's going on. The Lord Christ told you, when you see these things going on the earth, know that my return is at the very door. We here at the end. We just don't know it. Everybody understand? We know it. The people out there, they do not know. You understand? Read.
Verse 8.
Go ahead.
And I will sell your sons and your daughters.
The Lord gonna do what?
Sell your sons and your daughters.
It's only right. The Most High, he said he gonna recompense on their head. You know how they sold us? Remember, he just read it. How they sold us and all that and whatever. They gonna be sold too. White people gonna be, listen, once they get conquered, guess what? They're gonna be standing in line, food lines, you know what I'm saying, with chained up. You understand? Around their neck, arm, because we can't trust them. Yeah, we gonna just trust the people we just conquered. How you gonna trust the white man? Man, put them devils in chains. Every last one of them put them in chains. Even the kids. They did our kids that way. You see what I'm saying? So now, read that part again.
Book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 8. And I will sell your sons and your daughters.
Somebody might say that's cruel. You see what I'm saying? They think that the God in the Bible is soft. They think the Christians have you to make you think that the God in the Bible, you know what I'm saying, is a punk, right? The Most High ain't no punk. Christian preachers avoid these verses. The Christian church can't prepare you for these last days. You understand? A man who got a whole lot of money, he can't prepare you for this, for what's about to go on the earth. The only person that can prepare you for what's about to go on earth is a man who's a certified prophet of God. A man whom before, according to what the scriptures say, a man whom the Lord looked at and examined and sealed. You've been sealed to be a prophet before you even came out your mother's vagina.
That's right.
You was already, the Lord had already determined that you was going to be in here and be a prophet. Now, you could try to fight against the grain. You see what I'm saying? It don't work like that. You think everybody who fighting for the Taliban, you think they could just say, oh yeah, well, I don't want to fight no more. The Taliban gonna be like, what? Hey man, kill them.
Right.
It don't work like that, brothers. You understand? You don't have a choice. The black and Hispanic Native American Indian man in America, you do not have a choice to be in this warfare. You understand? If you choose to be a punk, the Lord gonna kill you, man. You understand? And the Lord will say, listen, maybe in the next try to come back again. I don't want to die ever. A lot of people want to die, not me.
Right.
I don't give a damn how hard life get on earth. I do not want to die. You understand? I want to live forever. And I plan on doing so with Christ.
That's right.
Everybody understand? Read on.
And I will sell your sons and your daughters.
But white people going on the auction. Give me $200, $300, $400. Give me $500, $800, $900. Give me $1,200, $1,500 for this good white boy here with this good blonde hair. Look at it, nice and strong. See what I'm saying? He look like he could run all day. You know what I'm saying? You see how these white boys jog. I seen this white boy jog 8 hours nonstop. Y'all see how in shape these white people is? And y'all think they can't be good? I'm serious. You niggas ain't out there running. These white boys run, and I'm talking about don't stop. Have you seen them? They jog the whole lake, nonstop. I'll be looking like, man, I could jog about maybe 10, 20 feet now. And I'm ready. That's it. I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? I might go a mile. They can jog. I'm telling you, 10 miles. You say, damn, what's wrong with these white boys, man? Is he coked up or what? You see what I'm saying? So white people showing you every day that they gonna be outstanding slaves. They telling you that. I didn't work with some white boys, and I didn't seen them. The whole time I'm looking at him, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna work good. I mean, this white boy red, but he ain't, and I'm tired. I'm like, man, Jim, I can't do no more, man. Don't worry, I got it. You see what I'm saying? Good slave. Shit. Go ahead,
Into the hand of the children of Judah.
Oh, to the who?
The children of Judah.
Read on.
And they shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people far off, for the Lord had spoken it.
Read on.
Verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles.
Do what?
Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, Salakia, sir, what's so heavy about this, I looked up the word Sabian. And talking about the Arabians.
Let me double check on that.
Okay,
let me double check on that. You know what I'm saying? I think you're right, but just let me double check on that. Go ahead,
Verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles.
Go ahead.
Prepare war.
Do what?
Prepare war.
Go ahead.
Wake up the mighty men.
Go ahead.
Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up.
Go ahead.
Verse 10. Beat your plowshares into swords.
Everybody should be preparing for war. Everybody. Listen, if you might be a cat that work, you know what I'm saying, in farm, you better prepare for war.
That's right.
You understand? Because that's what this earth is going into. You know what I'm saying? You should be, as you a man, you should be teaching your sons how to fight.
Right.
A man don't teach his son how to fight. Your son get his ass whooped in school. That's your fault. I'm just telling you. You don't prepare your son. If your son don't know how to fight by the age of 5 or 6 and he go get beat up, that's your fault. You ain't taught the man to how to throw a punch, or kick, or nothing. What the fuck are you doing?
Right.
Prepare your sons for war. Everybody understand? Read.
And your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong.
Let the what?
Let the weak say, I am strong.
What does that mean? Kayash?
So basically got man up.
That's got to happen. You might come in here and ain't never had a fight ever. You know what I'm saying? Well, you gonna fight now. You see what I'm saying? Somebody at camp gonna be trying to knock your block off. You know what I'm saying? And if you choose to not fight or whatever the case may be, we ain't gonna say ain't no sweat. I'm gonna tell him, look, this is what you do for the brother. You know what I'm saying? Just take him out to that hill out there in Mount Trash, Fort Evanston, and have him do about 1,000 push-ups. Have him run up there, have him do some blocks and kicks until he get it. You get my point? You can't. The Lord ain't give you muscles and hands for you to be a punk.
Right.
Nobody respects a punk.
Right.
Yeah, everybody understand? So you might be a cat that's non-violent and, you know, got A's all your life, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, never had a fight and whatever. The Lord don't care about none of that, man.
Right.
You understand? You gonna come in here and be strong, and you bet now it's time to fight. You understand? Everybody understand?
Come.
Go ahead, Warrior.
Hebrew Academy, August 29th.
Yeah. Give him a hand.
That's right.
Cause I want you ain't looking okay. I was, you know. Cause I don't want what had he been clapping all class. That mentioned the Hebrew Academy. He did this. Brother did this. Y'all done. Yeah, you need it. You gonna need it. All you brothers, all you ribs who watching this class, and if your man about to be in Hebrew Academy, you need to look up things to soothe the body after pain. Okay, ice baths. I got the trainer right here, Stein saying. All right, you tell him what is ice baths. What else?
Epsom salt.
Yeah.
Ice bags. A lot of protein.
Yeah.
Drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
Massage.
Yeah.
Massage.
Yeah.
Massage.
And one of the slogans in the UPK, you know what I'm saying, at the Hebrew Academy is either rather a corpse than a coward. So also call obituary people and get prepared for that too. Your husband could be on that. Everybody understand? Mariah. Oh, Mariah ain't been in that neither. Or Mariah ain't been in that neither, have he? He been in here. He been in here a while too. And since the library, he ain't been in there. Oh, we gonna work him. Go ahead.
I feel sorry for Mariah and Maya because at the slave they gotta work Saturday nights.
Yeah.
Straight from slaves straight to Hebrew Academy 2 times a month.
Damn, I don't feel sorry.
That just sounds awful.
See, Lamar, you need men. You need men to feel sorry for you. I'm just not one of them. You get my point? I don't give a damn. I went through it. Y'all can go. I had nightmares every night for Hebrew Academy. That's a whole other story. Mariah, what was you saying? Huh?
I was saying, we don't have to worry about the surprises.
Oh yeah. There's gonna be some surprises.
Yeah, no.
Let's go on, Doc. Read on. Let's go.
Khan, sir. Assemble yourselves. And come all ye heathen. And gather yourselves together round about.
Drop that. We done with this. What was the other scripture I asked for?
Get the sister. She want the.
Yeah, tell her sister the scripture. Write this down, sis.
Like it says in Revelations 4, chapter 4, verses 4 through 10.
4 through 10, sis.
End of the chapter.
We ain't got nothing but biblical scholars up in here. What you holding, my yard?
The one with turn back and the hooks.
Yeah, give me that.
Khan.
Tell everybody where you at first.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 38, verse 4. Would you like me to start at 3, sir?
Hold on. Let me get there with you.
38 and 4, sir.
Whoop. Yeah, that's all good. Go ahead, read that, bro.
So I said, start at verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
Book of Ezekiel, chapter 38 and verse 3. And say.
Started verse 1.
Verse 1.
Yeah, go ahead.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 38 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against God, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech, and Tubal, and prophecy against him.
And do what?
Prophecy against him.
Go ahead.
Verse 3. And say.
Yes, prophesy.
Prophesy, and say, Thus said the Lord God, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the prince of Meshech and Tubal.
First of all, the Lord is, the Lord want them to know, you know what I'm saying, that he ain't with these countries.
Right.
You understand? Like that, even though the Most High is gonna bring Russia and these different countries against America, he want them to know that even though I'm doing this, I ain't with you either.
Right.
They understand. Read on.
Verse 4.
Uh-huh.
And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws.
He gonna do what?
I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws.
Why did the Most High have to even turn them back? Well, if you have to turn somebody back, what made you have to turn them back? Maya?
Like you said, they were going too far.
They were going in the direction that you didn't want them to go in. Right? What?
It's kind of like when you younger, if you was doing something or going the wrong way, your mama grab you by the ear and pull you back.
That's what the Lord's saying right here, right? With the Russians. Why did the Lord have to say that? I will on.
It's like, sir, the Soviet Union had fell apart and was going into a different direction.
Yeah, the direction that they was going into at one point was trying to become allies with America. Well, the Lord, even though that was their plan, the Lord got different plans for them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? A lot of countries think they're gonna be allies. The Lord's gonna cause a controversy. You know what I'm saying? But it's called being an instigator. You ever heard of that? The Lord is the instigator in this. Everybody understand? Read on.
And I will bring thee forth in all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords.
All of them what?
Handling swords.
Listen, a lot of these countries, man, they sons are preparing for war at age 10 years old. You see what I'm saying? Your son is preparing to be a PlayStation wizard. That's what he's doing. Your son is playing with that at 10. Not to even but your son is playing with trucks and cars and on video games. Meanwhile, these other them Pakistani kids, man, they be soldiers by the time they 10.
Right.
And 11 years old already. They know how to work a shooter AK better than you. You think you going to the gun range doing something bad? Let them bring one of these Pakistani kids out here that's been shooting since they was 5. But your son doing that. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Now's the time to start preparing. Prepare your son, man. You learn something Hebrew Academy, go home and show your kid how. Show your kid how to defend himself. You shooting guns and all that, take your kid out there, show him how to, shoot a gun. You know what I'm saying? How to you know what I'm saying, unholster a gun, how to holster it. You know what I'm saying? It's time for training.
Right.
You understand? Why do I say that? Because the race wars is coming to America.
That's right.
Christ gave the order to sell what you got and get a gun, didn't he? That's in the Bible. He told you to do that, didn't he? So you think he told you to go get that gun just for it to sit up on your wall? And to look pretty and for you to shine it and put pictures on Facebook about how many guns you got? That ain't what guns is for. Our guns is for killing.
Right.
Everybody understand? Like nobody give a damn about how many guns you got. Are you gonna be prepared to use it?
Right.
Or are you gonna be sitting there like that?
Right.
Go on.
What you're saying is so heavy, I don't want, because that alone is a necessity, because not so long as like 4 months ago, when that Asian went up on shooting that boy in the arm, when you want to bring that out in class a few months ago, some that is very detrimental to the black community. Yeah, that's where we need to train our young men, our sons, to be able to go ahead, learn, teach them how to fight, teach them how to properly be responsible as far as managing gun practices.
There you go. And even bring that point, ain't no Asian. Had there been an Asian stealing out an Asian store, they wouldn't have shot him like how they did us. Right. But because we not their people, they don't give a damn about us. These people are our enemies. That whole doctrine about we all bleed red, you know what I'm saying, that is a Babylonian concept. When you go to the book of Genesis, the Lord showed you in the book of Genesis that he never intended for all nations. That's the whole point of Nimrod and the Tower of Babel being destroyed. Is the Lord, he didn't want all nations and all people to come together in a rainbow coalition. Right. You get my point? But a lot of people read that story and say, oh, that was just a nice story, and don't get the understanding of what the story really is. Right. You get my point? The Lord created different nations and different people for a purpose. Right. Everybody understand? I got to move on, Roy. All right, read on.
Verse 5.
Go ahead.
Persia.
What?
Persia.
Who was Persia? Who would that represent? Rhyme?
Iran.
You understand? That's who Persia represent. You understand? Read on.
Ethiopia.
That's self-explanatory. Ethiopia is gonna be who? They're gonna be allies with? Russia, Iran. Right now, you just hearing the major players: Pakistan, China. Them is the world superpowers.
Right.
But it's gonna be other countries that join them as well. Everybody understand? Read on.
And Libya with them.
Everybody, you know that. You know Libya ain't. You know they definitely ain't finna side with America.
Right.
After what they done did to that country. Read.
All of them with shield and helmet.
All of them what?
With shield and helmet.
It's wartime, Maki. You see what I'm saying? Get the Most High hand.
That's right.
Read.
Khan, Gomer, and all his bands. The house of Tugamar of the North Quarter.
Right.
And all his bands.
And
many people with thee.
Go ahead.
Verse 7. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself.
Do what?
Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself.
Go ahead.
Thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee. And be thou a guard unto them.
Everybody understand? Give me what I call for next. You can drop that. Go ahead, Roman 1.
Matthew 24:6.
Let's go.
Matthew 24:6.
Let's go. Let's get that.
The book of Matthew, chapter 24, start at verse 6.
Start at verse 3.
The book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 3.
Go ahead.
And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him.
Also get this precept where the Lord said it's high time to wake up out of sleep.
Oh, God.
Right, read that. Read keep going.
Oh, God. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the signs of the coming?
And when shall be what?
The signs of the coming.
Everybody understand that? That's what all of this has to do. These things you see going on the earth, the earthquakes, the tornadoes, you understand, the pestilences, the diseases, the wars and rumors of the wars. All of these things are setting the stage for the return of a black man named Jesus Christ.
Right.
Everybody understand? Who people think ain't real. I hear you. You know what I'm saying? It's two things. Either he ain't or he is. Those who believe he not, when he show up, I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
I can't pray. I can't tell you. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be looking at you like, hey, I'm coming to class. Well, it's too late for that. Christ here, man. Right. Ain't the class over with, man. We ain't had class in years, all right? Ain't no more class. Read.
God. And of the end of the world.
And the what?
And of the end of the world.
Now, Christians read that and say, man, everything is coming to an end. Ain't gonna be no more people, no more nothing. When it says the end of the world, what is that talking about? Romans 1.
Just be speaking of the end of our being on the hell end of the world.
You right, but no, that ain't what I'm looking for. Kwan.
The end of our present society.
Second Ezra, I believe, 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world.
Right.
That's what you need right there. Meaning the white man's rulership on the planet Earth is coming to an abrupt end. It's over. Okay. All right, read.
Okay. Verse 4. And Jesus answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you.
That's the first thing that he said. He said that for a reason, because a lot of people gonna be deceived. The people who sitting up in them churches, they already deceived. You know what I'm saying? If you in a religion and you a black, Hispanic, Native Indian person, you in Islam ain't gonna be able to. Farrakhan can't guide you in these last days.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It ain't but one place that can guide you. You know what I'm saying? That's the ISUPK under command. You see how the Lord raising us up. You see what I'm saying? Why you think a cat like Polite get exposed? You see what I'm saying? It's bigger than him, right? But he got a lot of people that follow him. A lot of black people that follow this cat and believe that this cat know what he's talking about. Well, the thing about it is that he also he shot the Bible up.
Right.
I remember that. You see what I'm saying? He spoke against the school vehemently, against Captain Tazariak. The Lord, I knew that one day the Lord was going to make an example. I believe he a Hamite. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord was going to make an example out of this heathen, and he's doing that. That's why he's sitting there, you know what I'm saying, with a fighting a goddamn rape case with a 14-year-old. I believe he done it.
Right.
I'm just gonna be honest with you. That's what heathens do. You see what I'm saying? Heathens don't have the Holy Spirit to be able to fight a demon off, you know what I'm saying, like you do. You know, if a demon jump in your head and tell you molest a 10-year-old, you supposed to say, hell no. Where the fuck that thought come from in my head? But that thought, you're gonna have thoughts like that in your head. That don't have nothing to do with you. That is a demon trying to convince you of something.
Right.
He don't have the defense mechanism to fight against that. You do. That's the whole purpose of coming to class. When the fault, not just that, any type of wicked thought come in your head, you probably, man, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. I ain't finna fight my mom. I ain't finna shoot my dad. You understand? But you had these type of thoughts in your head and wonder why you have them.
Right.
It ain't you. It's a damn demon on you. Huh? The Lord say a lying spirit. Everybody understand?
It's like, so what you're bringing out is so heavy.
Most sound crazy.
When Officer Lamont told me a brother that the slave heard, and that's who that was.
Yeah.
And the scriptures say you are like your father. It's so heavy that you're saying that, and the scriptures say that because his master teacher was Malachi's New York, and you see what York is in jail for what he did.
There you go.
And now all these years later,
Why you think when Captain Katazad said that made him ready to fight? Captain, because he told Katazad that, hold on, boy. He told Katazad that Captain Tazaryak was his father.
Right.
Captain Katazad came back and was like, well, your father, your spiritual father is in jail, and he's a child molester. He was a little bit rougher the way he said it, of course. You get my point? But that right there made him want to fight. Why are you getting so bad about it? Like, you in defense of this cat?
Right.
Meanwhile, do you think that if he done this to this 14-year-old girl, do you really, in your simple mind, think this is the first time he didn't done that out?
Lying, sir. Right.
I mean, no, it's not out. You understand? Like, he is, like the scripture said, ye are your father, the devil. That is an excellent precept to pull for that situation. And it goes what happened, and it shows you what happened to people that mock the Most High.
Right.
What precept? About mocking the Lord. Go ahead.
It's like that God is not mocked.
It is funny. We gonna come back to this, but I do want to touch on that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm gonna make it to hate it. Go ahead, Kawan.
I also like to know if this particular scripture I have, could I use it in the breakdown of how the Taliban took over Afghanistan?
We'll come to you in 1 second. Go ahead, my y'all.
Come. It's the book of Galatians, chapter 6, verse 7.
Yeah.
Be not deceived.
Uh-huh.
God is not mocked.
What?
God is not mocked.
Now, you could pull up a ton of videos with this cat mocking the Most High. Ain't no God, ain't no, what did we say? What did you just get on the video and say, that fake ass God? Y'all not know that? He got on there, that fake ass God, the fake ass, he burnt the Bible, he shot. Who does that, God? Who goes and shoot a damn book? Sis? He literally took a Bible and shot the Bible up. Right? It's nothing, you know what I'm saying, but of course just paper. But okay, that's mocking the most still. That's still going to that's mocking the Most High. Right. When you come up against the ISUPK, you're mocking men who the Lord are putting in charge of trying to raise the people up. That's just not a fight. So the Lord is going to do what? He's going to make what he about to read right here. Read it. Go ahead. Read it from the top.
Book of Galatians, chapter 6, verse 7. Be not deceived.
Don't fool yourself. Don't fool all that talking about that fake ass God and all that. Yeah, I hear you. Read.
God is not mocked.
You can't mock the Most High. Can't make fun of the Lord. Read.
For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
That shall he what?
Also reap.
Everybody understands. Yeah, you mocking the Most High. Meanwhile, you ain't strong enough to fight off a demon, you know what I'm saying, and stop you from sleeping with a 14-year-old girl.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Who you probably been plotting on from the time, because according to the report, he been married to her mother a year. Now, this cat got like 5 or 6 wives, just to let y'all know, or whatever the case may be. What in the hell you want a 14-year-old for?
Right.
You got 5, 6 women to have sex with.
Right.
It goes to show you it ain't even about the women that he already got. It's the demon of want to sleep with a fucking child.
Right.
Everybody understand?
Oh,
now, this is a cat who black people look at too like they look at this cat like a damn god. Talk about him. See, he know how to maintain a marriage with multiple wives. So you got to follow him as an example. Now look at your dumb ass. Look at you now. Look. This the cat you didn't look to talk. Like are you kidding me, man? My yard.
Like, sir, and the irony of him being accused of that right now is before I came to the truth, I saw him out there bombing on GMS about this exact same thing.
Ooh. Damn.
He bombed and embarrassed GMS.
I ain't even think about that.
What comment, sir?
I remember it, but I didn't even think of get a brother a hand. God dang. Somebody need to. That's heavy, y'all. Somebody need to pull it. Y'all ever seen that tape where he out there chastising GMS about sleeping, and then he took. Now that is a hypocrite. That's hypocrisy at its finest. You see what I'm saying? Wow. All right. Go ahead. Any more on that? Go ahead.
For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption.
Reap what?
For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption.
And what I found out in the state of Florida, rape is life. Prison. You know what I'm saying? The state of Florida, even though it's part of the 50 states, it ain't part of it. Florida like a whole other country.
Right.
They laws and the way they do things, even they jail. Go get locked up in Florida, nigga. You gonna feel like you in Cuba. Or all the little islands or whatever, you gonna feel like you in a third world country jail. Go ahead. Meanwhile, the rest of the island is pretty and nice, and there, nigga, you get locked up down there, you gonna be in a cell with a damn what they call them joint, them chickens. Rooster, damn rooster. You gonna have like 4 roosters in your damn cell, walking around like that. You was like, what the hell is going on here? Right. Go ahead, y'all. Somebody had their hand up.
Yes.
Go ahead, boy.
They electrocuted a 14-year-old boy down there. So back in the day. So you know the laws is.
And what make the cat what make him even look suspicious is he already lying. Like the people, I guess he teach some type of financial class or something, and the people wanted to know where he was at. The nigga went on and said that he was, his grandfather was sick. Meanwhile, you locked like that, you already lying. Right. You know what I'm saying? Then another lie he told. Yeah, like you look guilty. You understand? Anyway, where we at?
But he that soweth of the Spirit.
You could drop that out. Let's go back to Matthew so we can get up out of here. I done went way over the time.
Matthew's 24 and verse 5.
Go ahead. Ryan, ready to get out of here. Look at him. Look at the stands he got. He ain't even turned to the side no more. He ready to get up and slow down. Goddamn. It's gonna be all right.
It's the book of Matthew.
I ain't going there with y'all this week. I told y'all last week. Go ahead.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ.
Kenneth Copeland.
I am Christ.
Give me another name. Who's the preacher? Jim Jones. That nigga said Jim Jones. Like if anybody follow Jim Jones, you know.
Joel Osteen.
Joel Osteen. I'm talking about somebody alive. You right though. Jim Jones took all the people to the island and told them, take this here. This is the bread of Jesus Christ. They took that bread, dropped dead. I would have said that. I would have been like, man, hey man, how we get on this? I ain't eating that shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to get out of here. You get my boy. And I don't even know how you even follow these cats like Joel Osteen, Kenneth Copeland. This cat look like Satan himself. You ever seen Kenneth Copeland? Like he looks like a Satan. And you sitting there learning. You can't be that stupid, man. Damn. A lot of our people, man, you just need to be beat. Like Homie the Clown. Remember Homie the Clown? Used to just beat you for being stupid. That's our people, man. You need to be you need to just be beat for being just a dumbass. Man.
Oh God.
Read on.
Oh God. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many.
And shall what?
Deceive many.
Go ahead.
Verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Go ahead.
See that ye be not troubled.
Right, you in the truth, ain't no need for you to be troubled. Right? Because you're going to hear about these wars and rumors of wars. And that's going to, Christ is saying not to be troubled because when other people hear about this, they're going to be troubled by it.
Right.
Read.
Oh God. For all these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet.
The end ain't yet. Read.
Oh God. Verse 7. For nations shall rise against nations. And kingdom against kingdom.
Everybody understand that. That's what we're seeing now. Now they telling you that Christ ain't real, but meanwhile, these words is real. So I don't know if somebody made this up or, you know, whatever the case may be, whatever is written in this book, these words are real right here. Like they flying up off the page to you at this point. Read.
Oh God. And there shall be famines and pestilence.
And there shall what?
Be famine and pestilence.
Everybody understand that. It's a lot of places where it's famine is going on. Haiti is one. You understand? Read.
Oh God. And earthquakes in diverse places.
This is the scripture you pull, you know what I'm saying, for the situation in Haiti. You see what I'm saying? Why is there earthquakes going on in Haiti? Because the Lord is bringing judgment on our people in that land. Same with what you think happened in Hurricane Katrina. You see what I'm saying? Listen, the biggest earthquake that you ever had was crack cocaine. You see what I'm saying? I don't even know how we even made it through the 80s with all that, because crack was just such a devastating drug. I'm surprised we got brothers even sitting in here and sisters. You see what I'm saying? Because majority of y'all crack babies. You see what I'm saying? I'm just joking. Hey, sister, they ain't catch double, did they? Damn, how you gonna pick up on that, man? You gonna let the captain call you a crack baby out?
Keep my hand down.
Oh, ain't that a bitch? Well, I looking like I ain't no damn crack baby. I got some good people, man. Don't put me in that category. Go ahead, I read off.
God, verse 8. All these are the beginning of sorrow. Verse 9. Then
okay, you can drop that, all right? With that, pass the class over to Prince and Officer Kaya. We'll be in here all night.
This is the ISUPK security announcements. We're the ISUPK, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York.
We're just doing the salute out.
Come on, sir. Rule for a new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes to the school, they're off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithe is a commandment. Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3 verses 8 through 10. Ashur means tenth in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny of increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or to the teacher. We also have a priest fund. Free will offering for the priest, non-mandatory whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations, we got the memorial feast blowing of the trumpets, September 6th here at the school. If any brother wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, shirts, pants, headband, or war scarf. And then we're going to do a courtesy salute to the teacher. Imagine me stand. Just up, sis. Men of Israel, Imam Shabbat, Imam Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barakatuh. There's Matar. Sorry to face sister. Stand. Men of Israel, Imam Shabbat, Imam Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua